Over the entire history of basketball, the sport has been dominated by the legends of the game. But at the end of the day, nobody can do it on their own. And when individual players were able to reach their pinnacle, it was because they teamed up with other legends that helped unlock their skills and propel them to reach the mountaintop. Now, basketball players have tended to form big threes, stretching all the way back to the 1960s with Bill Russell's Celtics or West Lakers, or moving into the 80s with the Showtime Lakers or the Bird Celtics, then all the way to modern basketball with the Heatles forming in the early 2010s, or the Splash Brothers and Dre reshaping how the game was played. But how do we determine which one of these trios was actually the best? Well, I took 15 of the best big threes we have ever seen and put them back into college basketball as freshmen. Then we are going to sim through their 4-year college career to see which of these groups can have the best 4-year run. We will be following along with their 4 seasons, tracking their stats and seeing how each player improves over their time in college. We'll also be following along with March Madness each year, and we're going to hop into games live and watch how these players dominate on the court. Now, before we begin, which big three do you think is going to have the best college career? Also, if this sounds like something you would enjoy, make sure you sub so you don't miss any future videos, and let me know down below if I should keep doing more college basketball videos going forward. Alrighty, boys, so here we go. So I put the 15 best big threes, trios, 3 superstars. I kind of did it in NBA history. My 15 favorite. I just thought the 15 that would be the most interesting back into college basketball. So the idea here, guys, is we're going to sim through the 4 years. We are going to see which one of these trios, big threes, performs the best over the 4 years. That is the whole idea with this video. If you guys want to see more like interesting kind of college basketball scenarios and things like this, if you guys enjoy this, I know I do mostly football stuff on this channel, but if you guys like these basketball ones, let me know. And I have some really good ideas, I think. So let me know and I can definitely do more videos like this. Now, how I kind of set this up, so I'm controlling Albany, but I'm not going to be playing any games. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just controlling this team, simming. We're just going to follow along. So it doesn't really matter the team I control, but I put all 15 of these guys on one college. So for example, I put the kind of 60s trio for the Celtics with Bill Russell, John Havlicek, and Sam Jones on Boston College. Now, how I did it is some teams I went for kind of who their best player or their second best player was known for playing at that college, or for some of them I went more regional. So Boston College, Boston Celtics, put this Celtics. We actually have 3 Celtics big threes on here, so I had to kind of do a little bit of finagling with them. But yeah, so that is why Boston College, certain teams are that, or teams like Michael Jordan's Bulls, they are on North Carolina because he was known for going to UNC. So kind of depends on that, but we'll kind of go through each team here and I'll explain. Now, for the other 2 starters on the team, so for this big three, it was a center, a small forward, and a shooting guard. For the other 2 positions, our point guard and power forward, I made them 80 overalls. Now, the highest I made any of the really good players, the best player on the big three or whatever, was a 90. That was like Bill Russell, LeBron, Michael Jordan, whatever. And they're all starting out as freshmen. So by seniors, they'll be 99s. Even by next year, they'll probably be close to 99s. But then the worst player out of the trio, I made anywhere from like an 86, 87 down to all the way to like an 84. Like the LA Lakers big three with Kobe, Shaq. And then I put Derek Fisher. Fisher's was a good player, but not great. So I made him like an 83, 84. Then the other 2 starters are going to be 80 overalls. Now I made it so every team has 2 other starters, 80 overall. They're all freshmen. And I'm not going to let these players get above an 88, maybe 90 in their senior year. So I'm going to go through it at the start of each year and make sure these guys aren't we don't want all the guys on 99s, anything like that. I'm going to keep them around 88, 90s and really let just the big three. That is what we want to focus on. And same if they get really good recruits or anything, I'm going to limit those guys to like low 80s. And maybe by the time everyone's seniors, they can be like 85, 86s. But we really want to focus on these big threes and see how they perform. So right now we're going to go through the roster. Then what we're going to do is we're going to sim to the midway point, look at stats, see how everyone's playing. Then we're going to sim to the tournament, and then we're going to watch 2 games each tournament season. So especially this year, I don't know if any of these big threes are going to be good enough to make the national championship. We'll see. But basically, we're going to watch 2 games live and, watch those, so we'll actually get to see these guys play as well. So that is kind of the idea. But we're going to go through all the teams first. So in the ACC, we got Boston College with kind of the 60s big 3 there. Then at Duke, I put LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. So the Miami Heat big 3 with 2 just a point guard and a center. So yeah, Bosh 86, 87, Wade 89, LeBron 90, and all freshmen. So they're gonna go up as we go. And I kind of just went LeBron I put this big 3 at Duke because we've got Michael Jordan, obviously his 90s Bulls at North Carolina, and I thought it would be cool, have UNC versus Duke, LeBron versus Jordan. I thought that just worked. So Michael Jordan at 90, Pippen, Rodman, and then just 2 filler starters. And I'm going to make sure, obviously, their bench. Teams like Duke and North Carolina, they do have a bit of advantage. They're going to have a better bench overall, but I wasn't going to go through on every single player and change their overalls. So some teams are going to have a slightly better bench, but hopefully it doesn't affect it too much. Then for the ACC, we got one more team. It is Wake Forest. So this is where Tim Duncan went to college. So that's why I picked this for the Spurs big 3. So they have Duncan, Parker, Ginobili at 80 and a 79 small forward. So all freshmen. There we go. And I made it so all these players have to stay for all 4 years. So none of them are going to leave early. So we're going to see all these guys for all 4 years at these schools. Okay, now going to the Big East. So at the Big East, we only have one school. It is Yukon. So Ray Allen played at Yukon, plus they're kind of around Boston, New England area. So that is why I put this, kind of 2008, 2009, 2010 Celtics Big 3 at Yukon. So they got Ray, KG, Paul Pierce. For the Big 10, we got 2. We got Indiana. So this is where I put Isaiah Thomas. He played at Indiana, so that's why I went there. And then Joe Dumars and Bill Lambier. And then they got 2 80s, all freshmen. Then we got University of Minnesota. Now, this is the 80s Celtics Big 3 with Bird, McHale, and Parrish. I went for Minnesota because this is where McHale played, and Boston College was taken. Yukon was taken kind of in the Northeast. So I thought Minnesota would work. So that's Bird, McHale, Parrish. Then we got Big 12. So for the Big 12, we got Kansas. Now, Kansas is the LA Lakers Big 3 in the 60s, 70s with Wilt, Jerry West, and Elgin Baylor. This is definitely one of the better Big 3s. And I put them at Kansas because that is where Wilt went to school. Then we go down, we got Oklahoma. So this is the LA Clippers Big 3 with Paul, Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. I put them in Oklahoma because that is where Griffin went to school and Paul went to Wake Forest. And obviously our guy, Tim Duncan, went to Wake Forest. So that is why I put them at Oklahoma. I don't think the school where these guys went matters too much. Then last one here, we have Texas. This is the Oklahoma City Thunder Big 3. So they have KD, Westbrook, and Harden. 3 MVPs on this squad, and then they have a center power forward to round out their Big 3, and I put them at Texas because that's where KD went. Then we got Conference USA, and this is Houston, and this is Houston Rockets Big 3 with Hakeem, Charles Barkley, and Clyde Drexler. This is the mid-late 90s Big 3. So Hakeem, Barkley, Drexler. Hakeem played at Houston, plus they played for the Houston Rockets. That was a really easy pick there. Now we go Mountain West, and this is Utah, and this is Stockton, Malone, and Hornacek. So this was obviously the Utah Jazz's Big 3 in the 90s. That'll be a really good one. We'll see how Stockton and Malone do with a small forward and center rounding out their roster. Then we go Pac-10. We have 2. So Stanford is 1 with Steph, Clay, and Draymond, Golden State Warriors Big 3. And this is Stanford's in, the Bay Area. I just thought put them in that area. That should work well. And they have a center and small forward rounding out their Big 3. Then the other one here is UCLA. This is Magic, Kareem, and James Worthy. And this, I put them at UCLA because that's where Kareem played. Plus, LA. UCLA is in LA, so pretty simple, pretty easy choice. And they have a shooting guard and small power forward rounding out there. So this might be the best big three. I think this might have been the only one where I put 2 90s. Like that might be the best duo of all time. So, and then we got one more SEC. And we have LSU, and this is Shaq and Kobe. Oh, this was the other one. I think I put 2 90s, and then Derek Fisher at 84, and then at 81 at 80. And I put them at LSU because purple and gold I thought was kind of cool with the Lakers. Plus, that is where Shaq played, was LSU. So that is our 15 schools, guys, our 15 big threes. So now what we are going to do is we are just going to sim to the midway, like January-ish point of the season. And then we'll take a look at the stats, see how everybody's performing. I have no idea if these guys are going to play. Like 90's decent for this game, but it's not. And this is College Hoops 2K8, if anyone was wondering. 90, like your best player is like decent for this game, but I don't know if that's going to be enough for it to have anybody as like the #1 team in the country or anything. But hopefully we get a good amount of teams at least making the tournament, because I want to watch some games in the tournament. But yeah, we'll just sim through right now. Alrighty, so here we are at the midway point. So we're gonna look at the polls here. See, so okay, so we do have some teams absolutely killing it right now. So we got Yukon undefeated with Paul Pierce, KG. Okay, I don't know why Ray Allen's not starting for them. Okay, so I don't really know what's going on with these two. So for some reason, Steph isn't starting for Stanford right now. I have no idea why. And Ray Allen isn't starting for Yukon. I'm pretty sure I turned injuries off just because I wanted to make it a little more clean. That's super weird. I don't know. They want guys coming off the bench. But then you look at Kansas, Jerry West, Baylor, and Wilt are all starting. So that's good. Pippen's starting at point guard with MJ and Rodman in the starting lineup. So they're all starting, kind of a weird configuration. So we don't have total control. I don't control what the coach does or anything. UCLA is starting off really good. Worthy, Magic, and Cream. Indiana's really good. So we do have teams up there, which I do like. Here, LeBron isn't starting, and Dwayne Wade. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with some of these. Oklahoma's doing well. Wake Forest. So these teams are performing really well, though. Utah's playing well. LSU's playing well. I don't know if there's maybe a little bit of a glitch or something with who's starting. So we're just going to look at some stats here. We'll look at some league leaders. So we'll see if any of these dudes are really high. So KD is averaging 20 points per game right now for Texas. Larry Bird, 20 a game. MJ, 19.9 points per game for UNC. Karl Malone at Utah. Clay at Stanford. Kobe at LSU, 18. Rodman, Ginobili, Dwayne Wade. Kareem, 18-7, 2 blocks. Draymond just kind of killing it, which is weird. Let's look at assists. Is anyone having really huge assist numbers? Westbrook at 7 assists a game right now. Yeah, I don't know what is going on there with and Magic at 6.3. We look at rebounds. None of the guys have crazy rebounding stats right now. Okay, I want to look at just ACC. So Boston College, Bill Russell, 10-3. So he's not putting up crazy stats. He's only playing 18 minutes a game. So I don't know what is going on. So LeBron's at 20 minutes a game instead of, even though he's their best player. Okay, yeah. So I don't know why there's some weird stuff just going on with who, like Duncan's playing 13 minutes a game right now. He's their best player. They're playing their big three lots at UNC. So I'm hoping maybe this first year there was just some weird stuff with rotations and stuff. And then by the time we get into year 2, everything will be a little bit more just standardized with their big guys playing. Like Wilt's only playing 21 minutes a game and he's their best player. So Oklahoma, DeAndre, like their big three are all, actually no, Blake's only playing 21 a game, but he's scoring 15 points. So he's playing well. But anyway, it's kind of weird. At least these teams are performing, some of the really good ones. So you know, we should have a pretty good tournament. So we're going to sim basically right to the tournament now. And then, you know, after the season, we'll like do a much more deep dive into the stats. And during the tournament, we're going to try to watch 2 of these games live too. Okay, so here we go. We got Selection Sunday show. We are going to check this out. So Stanford, Yukon, Minnesota, Duke. So look like they could be the top seeds. Georgia, Dayton, Pitt, Gonzaga, Seton Hall, West. None of those guys on the bubble are our team. So Stanford, that's the Golden State Big Three. We got Yukon, that's the Celtics 2000s Big Three. Minnesota is the Celtics 80s Big Three. And then Duke is the LeBron Heat. Wow. So I wasn't sure if these teams would be near the top, but here we go. That's freaking sick. So Stanford, Kentucky, UNC, Rhode Island, Yukon, Tennessee, Louisville, Xavier, Duke, Utah, Michigan State, Auburn, Minnesota, Indiana, LSU. So that one, the top three in the Midwest. LSU is the Shaq Kobe Lakers, Indiana is the Bad Boy Pistons, and then Minnesota is the Celtics, 80 Celtics. That is the conference breakdown. So I'm really happy with how that all turned out. It looks like a lot of our teams made it, and we have a chance to see some cool ass matchups here. Let's look at the tournament tree here. I'm just going to sim through the playing game. We got Stanford, Dartmouth, Arizona, Bama, Oklahoma, no, Clemson, Georgia, UNC. I want to see if we have any like matchups in round one or like looking like in round two. Duke, we could have LeBron versus the LA Lakers 80s Big Three, Magic, Kareem in round two. That would be crazy. Missouri, Notre Dame, Utah. Okay. Then we got Yukon could play nobody of our teams. I really only care about our Big Three teams, obviously. Tennessee, Chattanooga, Minnesota. No, Kansas, Texas, LSU. So we could get the Oklahoma City Big Three versus Shaq Kobe Lakers Big Three in round two. And then Indiana, no. Okay, so we have no first round matchups, but if the guys advance, we could have some crazy second round matchups. I kind of want to see how many of our teams made it. I want to count that out as well. So 1, 2, 3 with UNC, 4 with Duke, 5 with UCLA. Oh, I missed Houston. So 6 with Houston, 7 with Utah, 8 with Yukon, 9 with Minnesota, 10 with Kansas, 11 with Texas, 12 with LSU, 13 with Indiana. So only 2 of our Big Threes didn't make it. I'd have to go through and do a little checklist to see off the top who didn't, but so we got 13 teams in the dance. That is honestly better than I even would have thought. I was a little worried some teams would miss, but here we go. So we're just going to sim through round one. So Stanford won, the number 1 seed Clay. Steph is coming off the bench, but he had 26 points off the bench. Super annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully that gets straightened out in season number 2. And they're going to play Arizona round 2. Oklahoma advances. Blake Griffin, once again, coming off the bench. Not sure why. But, you know, he had a nice day. CP3 was really good. 22, 6, and 7. Clemson, UNC advances. So they're playing their Big Three, but for some reason they want Scottie Pippen at point guard. Sure, I mean, he kind of was a point forward in real life. Jordan had a nice day, 35 and 5. Dennis, 15 and 8. Yeah, so take that. Georgetown, Kentucky. Oh, we got to sim through this game. Oh, I just seen UCLA lost. So UCLA goes down to Providence. So we don't get that really good matchup in round 2. So Magic played decent, and they're playing all their guys. Kareem was just kind of okay. James Worthy was just kind of okay. Kareem had a good year, 19 and 7. We'd like a little bit more rebounds, 15 a game, and the Magic was 15 with 6 assists. Wow, I'm shocked they went down. Duke advances, and LeBron coming off the bench, 18, 2, and 5 for some reason. Wade had 28, 2, and 5. Bosch had 17 and 8. Florida State. Houston advances as a 12 seed with Charles. Oh, they're playing all their guys at least. So, but their point guard actually had a really good day, 25 and 9. Hakeem, 14 and 6 with 2 blocks this year. They're going to play Auburn, Wake Forest. Oh, I might have forgot to count Wake Forest, but they actually lose. So we could have got so Parker and Ginobili, and Duncan's coming off the bench. I don't get it. I really hope this gets figured out in season 2. And they would have played Michigan. Oh no, we don't have anybody on Michigan State. And then Utah advances. Stockton starting at shooting guard, but he's out there. Karl Malone had 30. Stockton had 17 and 9, 16 and a half. Hornacek 4, 4 and 7. So Utah does advance. So we don't have any second round matchups, but let's just see. So Utah, no, but we could have Houston versus Duke in round 2. So Rockets versus Heatles. We could have UNC, no. We could Oklahoma, Stanford. So we could have the Clippers big 3 versus the Golden State Warriors big 3 in round 2. Okay, moving on to this side. Yukon wins. Paul Pierce 19 and 5. Ray Allen coming off the bench had 15. KG 18 and 5. Going down. Minnesota advances. Larry had 18, 4 and 3. Mikhail had 12 and 8. Parrish had 11, 5. He played well. They advance. Kansas advances. So Jerry West had 19 and 8. Elgin at 11 and 4. Wilt had 22 and 2. So Wilt is starting now, or he was always starting, just wasn't getting crazy playing time. Texas and LSU both advance. So we're gonna have Westbrook, Harden, KD all in the starting lineup as well versus Shaq at point guard. I don't get it. They have Shaq starting at point guard and Kobe at power forward. I tried to look to their, I've tried to back out and look at the main menu and see if there was something weird with depth charts or rotations. I couldn't affect that. It was, okay, super weird. I don't even know if I want to watch that game with Shaq at point guard. I think that might be a little roughed. And then Indiana does advance as well. So we got Indiana, Washington. So we could have the winner of Indiana. If Indiana wins, they'll play winner of LSU, Texas. Kansas could play Minnesota in round 2. So Kansas is Wilt and Jerry against so that could be Celtics. Yeah, we might hold on and actually watch that one. Okay, we're gonna sim through this round and then we'll watch a game next round, hopefully. Okay, so Stanford wins. Clay had 27, Steph had 21, Draymond had 5. Oklahoma wins. Chris had 22, DeAndre 12, Griffin 15. UNC wins. Scotty had 10 and 6. MJ had 29 and 5. Tennis had 23 and 7. Duke wins. Wade had 7. Bosch had 17. LeBron had 15 off the bench. Houston goes down. So we could have had Houston, Duke, but Drexler and the boys go down. So 21 and 7 for Hakeem. Charles had 16 and 12. Drexler, they scored a lot, just couldn't get any stops on defense. Utah does advance. So Stockton, Malone, they advanced 10 and 7 for Malone. Stockton at 18, 6 and 7. He played well. So for next round matchups, so we could have Utah versus Duke in the next round. So that would be LeBron versus 90s Jazz, and then we could have UNC versus the winner of Stanford, Oklahoma. Here, Yukon advances. Paul Pierce had 37 and 7. KG had 16 and 9. Minnesota barely holds on. Larry had 15 and 3. Mikhail 17. Robert Parrish down low at 23 and 6. Kansas wins. So Jerry West, Baylor, Wilt. We got to watch that game. We have 80s Celtics versus 60s, 70s Lakers in that round. Texas beats LSU. Wow. So Westbrook, Harden, and KD knock off point guard Shaq. I really hope this all gets straightened out, guys. I don't know why the rotations are like that. It's super weird. I just did a 20-year reset a few videos ago, or just a while, last month at the start of the tournament, and the depth charts and rotations were not like that. So I don't know why that is, but we got Texas, Indiana this round as well. So we got Bad Boy Pistons with Isaiah, Joe Dumars, and Bill Laimbeer, even though Laimbeer comes off the bench, versus the OKC Big 3. Wow, so we have some cool matchups, but I think this is the first game we are going to watch. It is going to be Minnesota and Kansas. I want to check this game out. So we are going to play this game, guys. There is no super simming or anything in this old version. There is a game cast kind of feature, but you can actually hop in and watch the games live. So what I had to do is I actually put the halves. When I'm simming, the halves are 20 minutes, just like normal, college basketball. But when we actually hop in and watch, I actually put the halves at 7 minutes, just because I don't have time to watch 2 games each season and watch for a full 40-minute game. Like I literally can't make it go faster. I just have to sit here and watch. So actually, like I said, I put the halves at 7 minutes. So it's going to be a 14-minute game. It does make obviously the scores a little lower. In that sim I was just talking about, I actually made this halves only 5 minutes. So I actually bumped it up by 2 minutes for this scenario. So, we're just going to be watching the full game right here. As my editor goes through, he will, I got to change my camera angle here, but he will, kind of jump around and jump through some stuff, but it is going to be 7-minute halves if you're wondering. Okay, so here we go. Little mid-range jumper for Kansas. I just want to look at numbers here really quick. Most of the guys I was able to get their real numbers, but yeah. So Larry's 32, McHale 31, and then Robert Parrish is 1. On this side, Wilt is 13, Baylor's 22, and Jerry's 44. Okay, here we go. Larry bringing the ball up the court. I tried to make, obviously this is an older game, so I couldn't get every guy, but I tried to make the guys look somewhat like their real life players as well. Minnesota on the wing here, got Larry coming over to the corner. Here's McHale up top, swing. Here's Parrish on the baseline. He's got a mismatch here. I'd go take that to the hole. No, going to top it out, and that's going to be a 3-ball for Minnesota. They're going to front rim that. Here's Jerry West leading the break for Kansas. Fires it out. Back up to Jerry up top. Coming around. Oh, that's a little elbow jumper, and they nail it. And that is a 4-0 lead Jayhawks. Okay, here we go. Little cross. Minnesota down 4 to start. Having trouble getting it over on Jerry West here. Larry over to McHale. Oh, and McHale gets blocked, gets his own rebound, and a little hook inside. And that is where McHale is dangerous, though. You want him down on the block using his elite footwork in the post, trying to make plays down there. So there is a good finish for McHale. That was on Wilt, too. Jerry West at the top, miss, and a rebound over to the wing. He's going to have Larry coming to the corner again. They like this little set here. Back up top. Got 4 seconds here. Over to Larry. Baseline. Miss. And Wilt gets a big board. Quick ahead pass to Jerry West. Kind of cross. Over inside to Wilt. Kind of backing down Bird. Ooh, Bird. Nice defense. Cuts him off. Back out to Jerry West. Drops it inside. Nice pass by Jerry. Bricks it, though. And the Minnesota Golden Gophers are going to be running the 80 Celtics. Drops outside. Larry up top. Over to McHale. Swing down low. Parrish misses the little midi. Kansas going to get out and run now. Both teams are a little quiet here offensively. Drops it inside on Larry. Not able to get it to drop. Both teams are very cold. We'll call it elite defense right now. Inside. Boom. And a foul on Wilt. Robert Parrish gets him on the pump fake and then crams it home. Wilt Chamberlain gets called for the foul. So McHale's going to come out. Wilt's going to come out. So 2 of the big men out for Kansas and Minnesota. See what Parrish has got. Drills the free throw. Oh, and he almost gets the steal, knocks it off Kansas, but Jerry West able to recover. You have 2 Minnesota guys down. Yeah, you got to take that right to the cup. So yeah, I think 2 Minnesota players were down below, half court there. You really got to try to punish them if they don't get the steal. Drops it inside, try to get him on the pump. Swing. Larry for 3. Boom! Larry Bird with a triple. Minnesota Golden Gophers with the 3-ball. Larry legend. 8-6 lead. 80s Celtics, 70s, 60s Lakers. A little cross, spin, kick. I haven't seen anything from Elgin. Is that Elgin right there? I think it is. Misses the midi. Parrish gets the board. Oh, that's a good deflection by Larry. They're not able to actually collect it, though. They get it inside, and Parrish again affecting shots below. Obviously, elite defender for the Celtics, and he's making teams really struggle to finish around the hoops here for Kansas. Okay, Bird, jab step. He's getting guarded by Elgin right here. He's going to have a screen from Parrish. Get in the lane, kick to the shooter. Not able to put it up. Drops it inside. Swing. Larry for three. Larry! Oh, Larry Bird. Wide open triple. He made the first one in the exact same spot. So I thought he was going to get that one to drop. Jerry West and Wilt have both been quiet here. I know Wilt's out right now. I want to see Jerry do something. Here's Elgin Baylor on the baseline. Guarded by Larry Bird. Drop over. Elgin. Miss. And Parrish with another rebound. Robert Parrish is dominating on the glass. Oh, that's a steal for Kansas. It's a bad entry pass by Minnesota. They're out and running. Jerry actually is out there. Oh my gosh. Kansas has bricked so many layups. No, that isn't Jerry West. 14. I thought it was 44. So I think these are all auto gens, and that is just a bad layup. Kansas cannot finish around the hoop, and that one misses. 3 seconds here for Minnesota. They're going to put it up and rim it out. So not a lot of offense here. But yeah, Kansas cannot get anything to fall around the basket. Teams are shooting 27 and 25%. Okay, here we go. And it looks like Minnesota has a few of the backups in. They do have Kevin McHale. And then Wilt is in for Kansas. So a couple of big men for each squad, but a lot of auto gens other than that. I would really be trying to get Wilt down low. Let your big man work. Oh, there's a triple. Gets it to drop for the Jayhawks. That is a big three. They desperately needed that. Okay, Golden Gophers, what do you got? Oh, that's an over and back. That is a bad job by Minnesota. A couple of bad turnovers by Minnesota here. Wilt was posting up. Don't want to give it to him though. Pick and roll. Drop it, and there we go. And there's Wilt Chamberlain. Finally, we see Wilt to still do something. And he has a thunderous jam off the pick and roll. Now, they have Kevin McHale is going to be their star. He's in the t-shirt there kind of posting up. Yeah, they get it into Kevin, and he goes high off glass, and that was like perfect. That dunk by Wilt, and then they just a little high off the glass finish in the post. That was Kevin McHale and Wilt Chamberlain. That looked pretty bang on. Okay, Wilt in the high post there, passes it out, swing to the corner, gets cut off, trying to go baseline. Oh, tries to go to Wilt across the whole court. That is a bad pass. Quick up for Minnesota. Kind of gets cut from going into the lane though. Drops it into McHale on the block. Tries to... Oh, good kick. Swing. 5 minutes left in the half here. We got a 10-11 game. McHale up top. Posting up from the three-point line. Drops it into McHale. Oh, not able to get that to go. Okay, Kansas out and running. Hopefully we got a timeout and get all the big boys back in the game here. He's got a tiny guy guarding him. Going high off glass. Tip. Put back for the... Jayhawks, what are they calling that? Blocking foul on McHale. So McHale's out, Parrish and Bird back in. Wow. Oh, so they were saying that before the shot. So foul before the shot. Okay, Jayhawks up top. So they do have Jerry West and Elgin back. Wow, that's a great pass by Elgin Baylor in the reverse finish by Soto. 13-point lead here. So should be Larry Legend and Robert Parrish back in for Minnesota. It looks like they took out McHale though. Swing, that's tough. Ooh, that is a tough bank for St. Clair. Gets it to go. Oh, drops it inside. Has a little fall away shot. Parrish a rebound. He's got 5 boards right now for Robert Parrish. Okay, let's see Larry Legend do something here. Draw. Oh, Parrish. Oh, he misses the little bunny. He had a point guard on him too. The little turnaround in the lane. He's not the best scorer down low. He's more of a rebounder defender, Parrish, but you would have liked him to finish that one. Jerry West has been super quiet. The logo. I would love to see him do something here right there. Swing. Drops it inside. Oh, Baylor gets cut off. Goes to the hoop. Nice move by Elgin Baylor. And Kevin McHale is going to come back in for Minnesota. You think Wilt Chamberlain is going to come back pretty soon as well for Kansas. And we could have a pretty good finish here. He's got Larry on the wing. Oh, is that out on Kansas? Yeah, out on Kansas. Yeah, Wilt is back. So we got all 6 of the, both big threes are fully here now for the last 3 minutes of this one. So we will see what happens. Fires it up to the top. Screen. Inside to Rob. Oh my gosh, Wilt Chamberlain, what a block. And another one off the rim. Oh my. Parrish tried to put him on a poster and another one with his elbow. Wilt Chamberlain, he's been kind of quiet, but he's had a few just insanely athletic impact plays for Kansas with a dunk and a couple of rebounds there. Okay, here's Larry in the corner trying to drive. Oh, he's got a guy down low. Didn't see him. Yeah, oh, that's McHale front rim, and Chamberlain gets the board. Quick up, Kansas has a 3-point lead here with 3 minutes left. Swing, Elgin Baylor trying to get in the lane, cut off. Wilt up to Jerry West. Love to see West do something. He's been very quiet. Drops it to Dupree. You got to pass that out. Oh, that's a tough pass. Baylor trying to get in the lane, and they're going to call a foul on Kevin McHale. So the Lakers' big three has a chance to go up 5 here. And I mean, Minnesota's only scored 12 points. So it's going to be tough for the Celtics' big three to come back here. Second shot up, and it's good. McHale into Bird. Up top. Da Silva for 3, not able to get it to go. Wilt quick up to Jerry West. Wilt's got 5 rebounds. Over to Elgin, who's just going to fire a triple. Don't love that shot selection there. Ton of time in the shot clock. If it falls, sweet, but now you give Minnesota a little bit of life. Larry was open. Oh my gosh, Larry was open for 3. Got Larry going to the corner here. If he wants him, McHale up top, swing, and they rattle that home. Minnesota down 3 now. I don't know, Jerry West has taken a shot here. Timeout Kansas, but yeah, I don't think Jerry West has done he's Brendan Point, delivering the ball, but I don't even know if he's taken a shot. Here he is though. Let's see if he decides to put something up here. Wilt trying to post up Parrish. One spinning back. Up to Wilt. There's Jerry West for 3. Oh, misses, and Wilt gets the board and fouled. Wilt passed it, drove. Wow, great play by Wilt Chamberlain. He's made some really big impact plays here. Misses. He's not a great free throw shooter, though. You need to get this one, Wilt. You do not want to miss both these. Wilt, second one up. Misses both, but they get the rebound. Blocked. Parrish. Oh, Robert Parrish has been excellent for Minnesota. Wow. Drops it inside to Larry. Gets him on the pump. Larry can't get it to fall. McHale blocked. Parrish. Oh my God. Minnesota's all 3 of their big 3 had a shot under the bucket and can't get it to drop. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jerry up top, McHale guarding inside, Wilt with Larry on him, off the side of the backboard. Oh my gosh, and Minnesota's still alive. Inside to McHale, that's a mismatch. You got a big mismatch there. Spinning hook. Oh my. I mean, these teams just couldn't get it to go. Sometimes when I go through these games, teams will shoot like 65% from the field. These teams are in like the 20s or 30s. So really tough sledding. Here's Kansas missing another one, and McHale, they are still alive here with 30 seconds left. They need a bucket though. Oh my gosh, that is a horrible shot. Rebound, Parrish off the glass. And Kansas is up 1. So now we got to go through the whole fouling process here. It's a foul by Bird. How many are they at? Only a 4th team. So just got to get through to 7 fouls here, and then it'll be free throws. So whoever gets these free throws, if it's Jerry West, you should be fine. But you need to hit both. You miss one, and all of a sudden, even you hit both, they can tie it with a 3. But it should be right here. Jerry West at the line. Gotta hit both. Jerry. Boom, nails it. Oh, and yeah, miss one. It's a 2 for 1. Yeah, so miss one would have been absolutely huge. Nails both though. So Minnesota down 3. They do inbound it to Larry, which I like. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna call a timeout. They need a triple. Up top. Over to the wing. Inside. Larry's open for 3. No, he doesn't hit it. Wilt gets the rebound. 8 rebounds for Wilt. We'll see if he hits this one. First one, and he nails it. So that is going to do it. We're just going to sim to the end now. Wow, Minnesota. Larry Bird had a shot to tie. It ended up being 20-19 Kansas. Just not great shooting days by anyone. Wilt had 3 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. Parrish was really good too. 5, 6, and 2 blocks. They were probably the 2 best players on the floor. But there it is. Kansas gets through. And we're going to watch one more game live. And we'll watch 2 games like that each year. So we're going to sim through this round now. So Stanford, Oklahoma, and Stanford gets their asses kicked. Clay 19, Draymond 17, CP3 had 19 and 4, 14 for Blake off the bench, and they are going to play UNC. So Michael had a quiet day. Rodman was incredible, 34 and 11. He had 28 shot attempts. So we're going to get Oklahoma, UNC round 2. Duke advances. They're going to play Utah. So we're going to get LeBron off the bench, 14, 7, and 8. Wade had 21, 9. Bosch had 16 and 8. And they're going to play Utah. Stockton had 19. Hornacek had 25. And Malone had 16 and 12. So we got Duke, and then, yeah, so we got 4 of our teams on that side. On this side, sim through this Connecticut game. They go down. So Yukon with Pierce Allen, they go down. Damn. Okay, so they're out. Marquette, Kansas State. We saw that game. Indiana beats Texas. Wow. So Isaiah Dumars and Lambier off the bench beat Westbrook Harden. Harden was 1-1. He only took 2 shots. I only played 12 minutes, but KD at 18 and 5. So we got Kansas, Indiana. And so, we got 6 of the 8 teams are our teams. So is there any of these? So we could have UNC Duke, but it just sucks that LeBron's coming off the bench here. I don't understand. Okay, so I actually I wish I would have thought of this earlier, but I think I was able to fix all these teams' lineups. So now Duke, Wade, LeBron, Bosch. I basically just had to take one of the starters who shouldn't have been starting, switch in positions, and it reset their starting lineup. So now LeBron's starting. I didn't do it for them, but it's just Scotty's still playing. Indiana, now Lambier's starting, and then for Oklahoma, now Blake Griffin's starting. So the rest of these games, and if I have that issue next year, I know how to fix it. So we're not going to deal with that anymore. Kind of annoying. I didn't think of that before, but now all our matchups are going to actually be legit now. So I'm actually going to wait because no matter what, the next round here is going to be really cool. Yeah, so we have some really good games here, but we're going to keep simming. UNC goes down. So MJ and Pippen. MJ at 19 go down to CP3, Blake, and DeAndre. And Duke just beats Utah. So LeBron back in the starting lineup. Bosch, Wade. They beat Stockton, Hornacek, and Karl Malone. So we are going to have Oklahoma, Duke. Kansas beats Indiana. Okay. So Indiana got their butts whooped, actually. So Elgin, Jerry, and Will get it done. Indiana, Isaiah. Joe Dumars had a good day, but no one else did anything. We're going to sim through this game because this is just going to say, okay. So we have Memphis, Kansas versus Oklahoma, Duke. Now we could watch Oklahoma, Duke. You know what? That's what we'll do because we already watched Kansas. So we'll watch Oklahoma, Duke here, and then we'll just sim through the final, even if it is Kansas versus the winner of Oklahoma, Duke, just because I don't have time to watch more than 2 a season. But we already watched Kansas. So if they advance and then we already see them. So here now we get to spread it out. So watch Duke, Oklahoma right here. So this is the Clippers big 3 versus the Heatles big 3. I did not think the Clippers big 3 would make it this far, but here we go. They actually have a better record than Duke. 31-8. They might have got further in their conference tournament maybe. So Wade is number 4. Then 3 was taken. LeBron's 23 and 1. Blake's 23. DeAndre, I think I put 4. And Chris should be 3. Did I get him number 3? He should be 3 with the headband there. So Heatles versus Clippers versus Lob City. And that's a triple right away. Was that Chris Paul? No, that was Bulkman. Okay, here's Duke bringing it up. Here's Dwayne Wade on the wing. I got to switch him to number 3 later. Oh, and LeBron's just going to pull it from 3. Miss it. Chris Bosh with the rebound and the putback, though. Ooh, I don't know if I made Chris Bosh a lefty. If I didn't, I apologize. I do know. I'm a Raptors fan. Like, I'm from Canada, so I do know Chris Bosh is a lefty. When I'm creating all the guys, it can be hard to like just remember little details like that though. Drops it inside. Blake in the corner. Paul up top. I don't like how... Oh, we tried to get it inside. Here's DeAndre off the glass. Blake Griffin with the rebound. Blake. Big rebound from Griffin. They are up 5-2 for OU. Inside to Bosh. Tries some pump fakes. Tries to go up and under. Doesn't get it to fall. Oh, that's a steal by Bosh. No, back to OU. Chris running it. Get in the lane. Ooh, gets fouled. That's a good job of Chris Paul getting in the lane, though. Making Duke work there. Okay, Chris, first one up and good. Second up and good. So 7-2 lead Oklahoma. Haven't seen much from Bosh or Wade yet. Or sorry, Wade or LeBron yet. Drops inside to Chris. Boom, Bosh. Another finish in the lane. I like it. So Bosh has been very active for the Heatles. Duke right now. Over... Under. Ooh, that's a nice deflection, but Griffin. So Chris Bosh deflects it. Blake was able to get it back out in transition. Wade in the lane, not able to get it to fall. Bosh has been very noticeable for Duke. The other two have been quiet. That was a missed layup. They've each missed one shot. Ooh, tries to force a pass inside to DeAndre Jordan. Can't get it to go. He's got Wade going to the hoop. Dwayne! Oh, that's a goaltending. DeAndre Jordan flew in there. But there's an alley-oop pass for Dwayne Wade off the glass, and DeAndre Jordan spikes it. So that is a 7-6 lead. Blake and Chris Bosh are both coming out for Duke and Oklahoma. So they're two power forwards out. I think, yeah, Bosh. I don't know if I have him at center or power forward, actually. But Chris Paul up top. Swing. Inside, DeAndre Jordan gets that one to drop. Looks like Oklahoma's zoning up here, which actually probably isn't a horrible choice against this Duke team with LeBron and Wade. Oh, that's a triple. Rattles home. Burnett with 3 for Duke, and we got a 9-9 game. So scoring seems to be much easier in this game than that Kansas game we watched. And that's a triple. Not able to go. Can they push it here? You got LeBron. No, Wade pulls it back out. Over to Wade, kind of getting doubled there. Swing, LeBron for 3. Miss. That's a big rebound by Duke going the putback. Ma with 2 points there. 11-9 lead for the Dukies. Back over to Chris. Pump, trying to get in the lane. Cut off by LeBron. Over to the wing. Bang! That is a deep triple. Huge shot for OU. Okay, Duke bringing it up the floor. 12-11 lead Oklahoma here. LeBron, another jump shot for LeBron, is able to get that one to drop. The Wade and Bosh out, Chris Paul out. So Bosh and Blake both came back in though. So none of really the ball handlers, but we got the big men out there. DeAndre and Blake Griffin for OU. And then Bosh for Duke. Ooh, that was a deflection. Duke basketball. DeAndre not able to keep his hands on that one. And it is going to be Duke basketball. We'll see if they try to just go inside to Bosh, or, you know, they don't have their two big wings, you know, big wing scorers out there. So we'll see how they react. We got Bosh coming around a screen here on the elbow, put it on the deck, back up top. Oh, that's off a knee. Not able to get it for OU though. Oh, that's a deflection. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Get in the lane. Not going to get that to go. That's a rebound by Griffin. OU out and running. I'm trying to get, you know, Blake Griffin. If we're running, that's where you want Blake Griffin. Griffin's got a mismatch. They bring a double though. Skip pass. No, not able to get it to drop. Duke pushes it 13-12. We got a close game here. Burnett, the point guard for Duke, swing to the corner. Drops inside, and Bosh with the lefty finish. That was an excellent pass by Ma. And Bosh has been just really just, you know, nice hands down low, finishing around the hoop. So we got Blake trying to post up Bosh down low. Oh, they're going to go for a triple. Oh, he steps into a deep three. Momblet drills it. Okay, Dukies up. Oh, no, tied. So tied. 50 seconds left. Bosh going to relay the screen. You got Bosh on the elbow. No, don't want him. I'm going to CB. Bosh has just been so good here. I want to keep feeding him. Bosh posting up Griffin. Nope. Oh, that's a Really nice screen by Bosch. Oh, and Duke drills it. I think that's Burnett again. He's a nice sharpshooter for Duke. Double team over to Griffin. Doesn't want to take it. Got 18 on the game clock here. Stuck 3. Really good first half in this one. Blake up at the corner. That's a triple. Boom. Big 3 by Oklahoma. That was a great pass by Blake Griffin. Half court shot. Front rims it. So 18 all. Great first half. I think that the final in that last game was 20-19. So teams are shooting much better here. Yeah, 60 and 57 from the field. So that's what I was saying. Last game, they were just so dead. But a lot of times the shooting will be more like that. Bosch has 6 and Burnett has 6. They've been really the 2 best players on the floor, I think. Burnett bringing it back up. Looks like you got, LeBron is just not, he's taking long shots and the shots are not falling. I've not loved LeBron so far. LeBron on CP3 up top. Got a screen, switch, back. Bosch on Griffin. Over, that's a long triple. Boom, nice board by LeBron. He's got number 2 on the wing here. Gets cut off, out. Inside, and Bosch just is absolutely gorgeous finishing around the hoop right now. He's at 80% field goal percentage. I think LeBron's like 1 for 5. So Bosch is really holding it down for Duke right now. Oh, I don't love that shot, but he drills it. Okay, Bills has 5 points for Oklahoma. This game is just back and forth. I like it. LeBron up top, Bosch. Yeah, I definitely did make Bosch a lefty, which I'm happy I did that. LeBron. Oh my gosh, LeBron. Another miss. LeBron is ice cold for Duke in the Final Four, and that is an alley-oop pass. Looks like the guy got cut off, but man, LeBron is icy. You have no weight out here for Duke right now, and LeBron is just settling for outside jump shots. You're LeBron freaking James. Go to the cup, my guy. Up to LeBron trying to drive and get in the lane at least. I like that. He's getting cut off. Burnett back to Bosch. Bosch mid-range. Boom. Bosch has 10 and Chris Bosch is just great right now. Mid-range, silky smooth jump shot. Finishing with his left hand around the hoop. He's at 83% from the field right now. Comes off the screen inside. Griffin high off the glass, doesn't able to get it to drop. DeAndre blocked underneath. Griffin back out to Paul, who's gonna pull a triple. Miss, and Bosch with the board. OU had all their boys with chances there. Now LeBron out in transition, and that is what you don't want if you're Oklahoma. Yeah, DeAndre and Griffin both chances underneath. Chris Paul with the triple, not able to get it to drop, and then Bosch able to get the rebound quick up. LeBron in transition. That is a huge swing right there. Here's CP3 up top, drops it inside, kind of post up LeBron here, and LeBron gets the block. Don't love that offense from Oklahoma, and now Duke wants to get out and run. They have a ton of athleticism. Inside to Bosch. Boom! Chris Bosch has 12. Another mid-range jumper. Bosch has been incredible. Wade hasn't even played so far in the second half for Duke. Blake steps into a triple and drills it in Chris Bosch's eye. Okay, Blake. They needed that, and he just rips that one. Back up top. That's a triple. No. Here's a quick jump ahead pass. And they're calling that a foul. Oh, no foul. I thought that was a foul. Okay, so that's a bad shot by OU. If you don't get the call there, that is just a rough looking shot. Okay. Screen, nice job by Bosch. Burnett could have maybe pulled that. Up top, over to LeBron. Gets blocked on the midi. Gets his own rebound. Drops it inside again. The center reverse blocked by Blake Griffin. Huge block by Griffin. 3-point game. We still haven't seen Wade in the second half for Duke. Griffin tries to spin. Drop it out. Up top, blocked on the... LeBron's blocked 2 or 3 jump shots so far, and that's a wide open Chris Paul 3. Bang, rattles it home. So that's a 3 by Chris Paul and a 3 by, so DeAndre Jordan's back in, but still no Dwayne Wade. Yeah, but that's back-to-back 3s by Paul and Blake Griffin to get, this one tied for Oklahoma. Okay, Duke need to get something here. Coming off a screen. That's a great screen by Bosch, and just a silky mid-range jumper for Williams for Duke. Still no Dwayne Wade. I don't know what's going on. You'd think you'd want your second best player out here. And so, that's a deflection by LeBron, and he's got it out on the run. Just Chris Paul in front of him. He's going to jam it home. I haven't loved LeBron offensively, but he has been absolutely nails defensively, blocking shots, getting out and run. I have not liked him settling for those mid-range and threes, but he's used his athleticism to his advantage 100%. Okay, 4-point Duke lead here. Here's Paul. Oh, that's an open three. LeBron wasn't able to close out, but that's a rebound by Duke. So, OU needs a stop right here. They actually have that maybe open for a triple. LeBron got Bosch. Back over to LeBron. He's going to get blocked. Oh my gosh, LeBron, stop taking these freaking 3s and 2s. Go get in the lane, my guy. Put it on the deck. Okay, so it's 4 still. Oklahoma up top. Down low. Chris Paul with for 3. Bang! CP3 drills it. That's 2 triples here late in the second half, and it is a 1-point lead Duke. Still no Dwayne Wade. I don't know what to say. 1-point lead. Here's LeBron on the wing. Got Bosch coming around. Jab step, put it on the deck, cut off. Burnett, you got 13 seconds. Shot clock. LeBron, another long boom miss. LeBron with the jump shots. I don't even know. It is a 1-point game. Shot clock is off. 22 seconds. OU. Oh my God. Chris could have just absolutely pulled that triple there. This is for the win if they're going to hold for the last shot. Balkman, Chris Paul up top over to Balkman. Paul over to Bills for 3, and he drills it. 5 seconds left. Down 2. 3 seconds. Oh my. Triple. And a steal by Paul, and that is going to do it. Oklahoma. I'm not going to sit through all the intentional fouls. Oklahoma going to get this one done. Win 32-30. Wade didn't play in the second half. Very interesting decision. Chris Paul had 8 and 4. Honestly, wow, LeBron just so many long. He was 3 of 11. Bosch was 6 of 7. That was the difference. Wow, Dookie goes down. And Kansas advances over Memphis. So Jerry West, Baylor had 24 and 7. Wilt pretty quiet, but there we go. So we're gonna have Oklahoma, Kansas. I'm just gonna sim through this one, and Oklahoma wins it. I would never have guessed. I thought that was probably the weakest big 3 just on paper. Let's actually look. So Paul really quiet. Bills, Balkman, they were all quiet. How'd they even score their points? Jerry West had 14. Baylor had 6. Everybody was quiet. I don't even know how they got to 84 points. Fair enough. Oklahoma wins this first season. So NCAA champs, Paul Griffin DeAndre. Player of the year, Skip Nichols. Coach, defensive player, big man. Dennis Rodman wins big man of the year. 18-8. 1.5 steals, 1.6 blocks. He wins freshman of the year. First team All-Americans. Paul Pierce at Yukon, 19.5-4. What was he shooting? 48 and 40 from 3. Rodman, and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then the other 2 were just auto gem players. Second team Magic, 15 and 6. Larry Bird, 19.5. Freshman Michael also made it 20. What was his shooting numbers? 45 and 86, 23 from 3. Pierce, Rodman, Abdul. But UNC, I mean, how good Rodman played, and then you have MJ, that could be scary. Alrighty, so I just kind of simmed to the start of season 2, and we're going to look at all our teams here. We'll look at the polls. So here's the preseason top 25, and all of the rotations are all figured out from last year. They got a little wonky. I already went through and I looked at everything. Everything is good. Sorry that happened with season 1, but from now on, we won't have any weird stuff like that. But UNC is coming in as the #1 team. Michael went up to 92. Scotty's 92. Michael's 93. Scotty's 92. And Rodman's a 90. We see their other 2 starters around 86, 85. Like I said, I'm not going to let those guys get above like an 88, maybe their senior year 90s, because we really want to focus on the big 3s and let them be the thing that really makes or breaks the sim and how good these teams do. So UNC coming in at #1, Yukon #2, Ray, Pierce, and Garnett, all 92 overalls. Kansas #3, Jerry, Elgin, and Wilt, 94, 92, 93. That's a really tough big 3. Duke, Dwayne, LeBron, Bosch. LeBron went up to a 95 overall, so they look like they could be really good. Minnesota with Bird, McHale, and Parrish. Parrish only went up to a 90. Indiana with Isaiah, Lambier, and Joe Dumars. Texas, Westbrook, Harden, Durant, and then their 2 big men. LSU, Fisher, Kobe, and Shaq. So Shaq's no longer their starting point guard, so that's good. So that is all squared away. Their top 2 is nasty. We'll see how Fisher does. OU, defending national champs. I don't think they're going to do as good this year. Their big 3 just is not probably as good on paper as the other ones, but they already got 1 chip. So Stanford, the Warriors big 3, Curry, Clay, 93, 92, Draymond's a 90. UCLA, Magic, Worthy, and Kareem. Michigan State, not ours. Utah. This is the Jazz, 92, 92, and 88. That is 13 of the teams right there. Oh, Boston College. So Sam Jones, 91, Havlicek, 92, and Bill Russell, 93. Wake, Parker, Ginobili, and then Duncan. Houston with Clyde, Charles, and Hakeem. And that should be all of them. So I think all 15 are in the top 25 right there. We got to see their roster. So we're just going to sim to the mid-season point, and then we're going to look at all of stats and stuff and just see how everyone's doing. Okay, we're at the middle of January here. So let's go look, see how these teams are doing. So Kansas, Texas, Indiana, top teams right now. So Kansas, Lakers, Texas, 17-0 with Harden, Westbrook, Durant. Indiana, that's bad boy Pistons, off to a really good start. Yukon, Minnesota, Oklahoma, undefeated. So these 3 are just playing really well together. UNC, Duke, Marquette isn't one of ours. Stanford, LSU, UCLA, Houston. So it looks like all our guys should be right around, hopefully they all make it this year, all 15. Okay, let's look at some league leaders. So do we have any really high scores? So we might not. Wow, Sam Jones is the highest scorer out of any of our guys. They're all playing with a lot of really good players on their team, so we might not see any of them put up crazy stats. Harden, 22, 4 and 4, almost 3.5, 4. Rodman's the leading scorer on UNC, 22 and 9 with a steal and 2 blocks. Rodman might be the best player in the sim right now. Clay, 21.5 points per game, probably really good shooting stats as well. Karl Malone, 21. Kareem, 26, steal and a block. Manu, 19. Dre, 19. MJ, 19-3. Ray Allen, 19. Look at rebounds here. Rodman leading the way for our real life guys. Karl Malone, 8.8. Assists. Wow, this guy's 9.8 assists per game. Russell Westbrook leading the way. 12.5, 6 rebounds, 6.5 assists. So Westbrook filling the stat sheet. Stockton has 6.2 assists. Rodman's pretty high up there for blocks. Wilt Chamberlain, 2.6 blocks a game is the most. Interesting. I could go through just a few of these teams. So Havlicek, Russell, Sam Jones is just by far their scoring option there. Duke, Bosch, 17, LeBron, 16, Wade, 12. So LeBron's at 4 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and he's only getting 22 minutes a game. So I don't really know what they're doing at Duke. UNC, Rodman is just dominating right now, like absolutely dominating. Michael's playing well. Pippen's, you know, kind of their third wheel, which is just shocking. Duncan is quiet. He's playing 13 minutes a game. Why are they not playing Tim Duncan? Okay. We can't control the coaching. We have no control over that. Ray 19, Pierce 17, Garnett 16. So all three of their big three are pretty close. Big 10, Indiana. Oh my goodness. One of their real life guys isn't even leading the way. It's Dumars, Isaiah, Lambier. Lambier's only playing 10.8 minutes. So some of them are just not playing their guys a ton. McHale and Bird leading the way with Parrish. Big 12, Kansas, Jerry, all three of these guys. Okay, so, and then this Weber is sneaking in, but yeah, Wilt, they're not using a ton, only playing 21 minutes. I don't know if it's the big guys. They try to save them a little bit. Like, yeah, Blake's only playing 20 minutes, but DeAndre's playing 27 for them. CP, 16 points, 5 assists. Texas, yeah, Harden, Durant, Westbrook. But this big three is nice, man. You got Harden and Durant, just your two scoring options. And then Westbrook kind of doing it all with 6 rebounds, 6 assists, steal and a half. This Texas big three could give people some issues, man. 52%. All of them shooting really well. Oh my God. Harden is killing it. 52 from the field, 48 from 3. So that big three looks absolutely nasty right now. Pack, we got Stanford, Clay. Steph is only at 15 a game, but he's playing less minutes than the other two. Clay's playing well for them. And then UCLA. Kareem, Magic 17, 5 assists. He's playing pretty well. James, kind of their third option. Kareem kind of dominating down low. LSU. So Kobe's at 17.3, Shaq 15, and then Fisher 12. Shaq's also got 2.3 blocks. Okay, so there we go. That is, I think we looked at almost every team. Okay, now we're gonna go till just the tournament here, and then we're gonna watch 2 games and stuff again as well. Okay, Selection Sunday show. Let's check it out. See if all 15 of these teams make it. So Kansas, Texas, Yukon, Minnesota, UNC all looked like they had a chance at a 1 seed. Arizona, Kentucky, Baylor, NC State, Wisconsin, Auburn, UNLV. So none of our teams are on the block again, or the bubble. So Yukon, that's the Celtics 08 Celtics big 3. Kansas is the Lakers big 3. The sexy 70s Lakers. Texas with Harden, OKC, and then Minnesota's the Larry Bird Celtics, 80s Celtics. So Yukon, UCLA, Stanford. So we have 3 of our top 3 there. Kansas, Oklahoma, North Carolina. Minnesota, Duke for West, and then Texas, Indiana, Houston, all 4 in the Midwest. All 4 of the top 4 seeds are our teams. Big East leading the way with the ACC. Don't really care about the bubble teams. Okay, well, let's look at our tree here. Okay, so we got Connecticut, South Carolina, Notre Dame, Bama, Tennessee, Louisville, Western Michigan, Wisconsin. Okay, so Stanford there. Clemson, Kentucky, UCLA there. Minnesota, no. BC, Memphis, Indiana State. Marquette, Indiana. Duke there. Michigan State, Villanova. Okay, then we have Kansas State, Portland State, Wake. So this is our first matchup. We could get Wake Forest, LSU. That is the Tim Duncan Spurs against the Kobe Lakers. So that was an actual real life rivalry. So that's the first possible in the second round. There's UNC, there's Oklahoma, Texas, Utah's right there, Houston, Indiana. So that might be our only. Okay, let's see how many of these teams made it. I feel like we're like short a team. So Yukon is 1, Stanford is 2, UCLA is 3, Minnesota is 4, Boston College is 5, Duke is 6, Kansas is 7, Wake is 8, LSU's 9, UNC's 10, Oklahoma's 11, Texas is 12, Utah's 13, Houston is 14, Indiana's 15. So all 15 of the teams make it. It looks like our only chance of even a round 2 game is going to be Wake, LSU. And I think that's just a lot of the teams are top 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds. So there's not a lot of chance to meet until later on. So we're just going to sim through this first round right now. So Yukon gets it done. Ray had 17. KG had a big day. 26, 8, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. So KG was really good. Stanford, they advanced. Curry and Clay both were really good. And Draymond was good down low. So they're all three of their big look at Dre filled the stat sheet. 21, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 5 blocks. Dre was really good. UCLA advances. So Magic had 14. Worthy had 18 and 10. Kareem, a little quiet, but they get it done. Got to sim through Minnesota here. They get it done. Larry had 26 and 8. Mikhail had 10 and 7. Parrish had 18, 8, and 5 blocks. Boston College gets it done. Sam Jones had 21. John Havlicek had 17. Bill Russell had 10 and 3. Duke advances. Wade had 22. LBJ had 12 and 5. And then Chris Bosh had 10 and 3. So Wade kind of led the way for them. That is it on this side. Then over here, Kansas gets it done. Jerry had 17 and 6. Elgin had 26, 6, and 5. Wilt had 16 and 11. That big three is just tough, man. Wake, they barely advanced, but they get it done. Tony had 15, 2, and 4. Manu had 22, 5, and 5. And then Timmy Duncan had 10 and 3, but they just don't play Duncan much minutes. I don't know. LSU advances. So Fisher had 23 minutes. He had 2 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. He's 0 for 5. Kobe, 26 and 5. And then Shaq, 8 and 3. So Shaq was kind of quiet too. But that is a second round matchup for us. UNC gets it done. MJ had 12 and 6. Scott, but man, Rodman, dude. I bet you he's going to win player of the year this year. 28-16, 28.16 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 6 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Rodman is playing out of his freaking mind. Oklahoma advances. So Chris had 14, 6, and 5. Blake 16 and 6, DeAndre 5 and 3. Texas advance. Russell 6.6 rebounds, 12 assists. So playing point for them. Harden 21, Durant had 18. I really like that big three, man. They just complement each other well as long as their big men play decent down low. Utah, Stockton had 16, 6, and 5. Hornacek had 17. Karl Malone had 34, 7, and 5. Gonzaga, Houston. Clyde Drexler had 25 and 5. Charles had 16 and 6. Hakeem had 21 and 7 with 3 blocks. And then Indiana won. So all of our teams won and advanced. Isaiah only has 3. Dumar's only had 5. And then Bill Laimbeer had 11. But okay, so I don't think we're going to watch the Wake LSU game. We'll wait. All 15 of our teams are alive. But we should have a chance to get some games possibly after this round. Let's sim though. So Yukon advances. Ray had 19. Pierce had 26, 10, 6 assists. Wow. And KG had 7 and 5. Stanford just beats out Wisconsin. Steph had 9, 4, and 5. Clay had 17. Draymond had 17. UCLA wins. Magic had 23 and 5. Worthy had 15. Cream had 16 and 5. Some Minnesota here. Minnesota advances. We haven't seen any upsets on our teams yet. 14. Mikhail had 10. Parrish had 12. There it is, our first upset. Boston College with Russell Havlicek. Sam Jones had 35. This guy's been scoring just an absolute bucket for them, but they are our first upset we've seen. Duke beats Marquette. Wade had 20 and 5. LeBron had 20 and 6. Bosh had 10. And that is it on this side. So only one upset. We got Duke, Villanova, Memphis, Minnesota. We do have Stanford, UCLA. So that's Golden State's big three. Like Warriors, Splash Brothers against the Showtime Lakers. That's a pretty cool matchup. That's definitely doable maybe for watching. Kansas advanced. So Jerry West had 12. Baylor had 20. Wilt 11 and 6. Oh my God, it was a 90-89 win for the Duncan Spurs. Duncan had 13 and 3. They just barely play him. Tony had 21 and 5. Manu had 20 and 2. Fisher 12, 3 and 3. Kobe had 32 and 7. Shaq had 22 and 6. 4 blocks. A 1-point win for Wake Forest. And UNC goes down. MJ has 22. Rodman at 19 and 13, but they go down to UW. Wow. Oklahoma advances. They just keep getting it done. CP had 20. Griffin had 13. DeAndre had 17. Texas gets it done. Westbrook had 19. Harden, they were kind of quiet offensively a little bit, but got it done. Utah just beats Florida. So Stockton had 19. Hornacek had 20. Carl had 12 and 10. Houston beats Gonzaga. So Drexler had 17. Barkley had 20. Hakeem had 20. And Illinois stomped Indiana. So Isaiah had 12. Dumarv and Lambier had 5. So I think only 3 of our teams lost there. So we have Houston, we have Texas, Utah. So that's the OKC Big 3 versus Utah Jazz Big 3. Oklahoma advances, and we got Tim Duncan, Spurs versus the Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West Lakers. The Steph game, that could be a cool game. See Steph, Clay, and Dre against Magic. Let's do that. I think that's a cool game. Yeah, Magic and Kareem versus Steph, Clay, and Dre. I like it. Let's do that one. They probably played actually this year too. Yeah, they played, and UCLA won when they played each other earlier. And okay, so UCLA has won both their 2 first matchups against each other. So Stanford has had trouble with these guys. Let's see if they can get it done now. They're a 97. Stanford's a 96. Both 99s on offense. Honestly, that's kind of weird. I guess they're saying UCLA's offense is just better because they have the same defense. Stanford has better team unity, but somehow UCLA's higher overall. But their offense must be like 102 compared to 99 for Stanford or something like that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if the Splash Brothers can get it done against MJ and Kareem. So I was able to get Curry 30, Clay's 11, Dre should be 23, Kareem's 33, Worthy's 42, and here's Magic at 32. So, yeah, here we go. Magic running point, 6'8" point guard. Here's Kareem on the block, inside to Magic. 6'8" point guard. Magic versus Steph at 6'2", 6'3". Oh, nice entry pass. That wasn't even Kareem. Was that? No, that wasn't Kareem on the block, I don't think. That was... Oh, no, that was Kareem. Okay. So Kareem's 33. That might have been the other guy I was looking at before. So Kareem... Oh, and that's a backcourt on Steph, or is that Clay? That's Steph right there. Gets the backcourt violation. Small ball defender, not meant to guard 7'2" Kareem on the block. Coming off Kareem at a net. Wow, and a block on Dre. So that's Worthy running pick and roll with Kareem. Kareem took somebody out. Worthy gets to the line here. So UCLA might be just too big for this Warriors squad, but we'll see. Worthy, first one up, rattles home. Second one up and rattles home. So Worthy's got a nice touch there. Okay, here's Steph trying to get the ball up. Guarded by... Yeah, and here's Clay, number 11. But obviously, Steph's going to be guarded by Magic, which is just a big height differential. But we'll see. Nice pass inside. Oh my gosh, Kareem got up there. It was a foul, but man, Kareem is going to be tough to deal with down low. Shot is up. Is that Dre at the line? It is. Green hits the first and hits the second. So Draymond hits the first 2. 4-2 UCLA. 80s Lakers. Showtime Lakers have the lead. Magic at point. Over to Worthy. Inside to Kareem. Oh, Kareem misses. That was almost a little sky hook too, but Kareem isn't able to get it to go. Coming off a screen, he's just going to pull a triple. Not able to get it to drop. I like that Steph's pulling though. You got to be able to just rise up and shoot if you're Steph Curry. You know Magic's going to have the ball a lot. Really trying to direct the offense up here. Swing. That's a triple, but that's a lot of contested there. Big rebound by Stanford up to Steph. Oh, does a pass inside to Clay. I don't know. Stanford might have a hard time scoring against this size. Is that Draymond? Skip pass to Clay. Not able to get it to go. I did like their ability to pass at full court there. Try to get Clay open in the corner. Magic was trying to cut inside on the elbow here to Worthy. Trying to get some pump fakes. Oh, if he took that, that was an open 3. Spin. Cut off. You got Kareem on the elbow there. Let Kareem work. Oh, that's Magic for 3. Not able to get it to drop there. Steph or Clay are going to have to get hot shooting here. Over. Here's Clay. Here's Steph. Steph for 3. No. And now here's a fast break. Showtime Lakers. This is what they're built for. No, they're going to pull it here. Worthy on the wing. Drops it into Kareem. High off glass. So both teams are ice cold here. Drops it inside. Over. That's a block. Wow. UCLA. Here's Worthy. Into Kareem. Got to swing that. I would go out there. Oh, they had an open triple if they would have passed that earlier. Here's Magic up top. Trying to get in the lane. Pull. There's a little elbow, and that is a bucket off the glass for James Worthy. He looks like I mean, obviously this big three for the Lakers was really good in real life, and they just have really good cohesion with Worthy kind of being your wing scorer, Magic running point, Kareem down low. Steph up top. They have got to get some shot making. Here's Clay for 3. Boom! Clay Thompson with the assist from Draymond. Kareem and Worthy out. Steph out for Stanford. So we have Magic still on the floor for UCLA. And then we got Draymond and Clay for Stanford. Up top, here's Magic. Swing to the corner. Back up to Magic. And Magic's going to take a triple and drill it. 9-4 lead. Showtime Lakers playing at UCLA. Drop. Oh, nice back cut by Clay. And Clay's got the last 4 points for Stanford. 2 buckets in a row. They are going to need Clay, especially when Steph is sitting to get going here. Magic's going to rise up and hit another one. Magic Johnson. This is a slightly shorter 3-point line in college, so Magic able to extend his range here, hit back-to-back triples, and the Showtime Lakers have a 12-6 lead. Is that Clay again? Oh, not able to get a drop. Big rebound for Stanford, and they're able to drop that in. Long with the rebound. Stanford needed that. They're really struggling to score here, so any points they can get until, later when you have Steph and Clay both out there together. They're just going to need it whenever they can. Oh, and that's a block. Oh, they're calling that a foul on Draymond. First one up and good. Draymond is out now, so just Clay and Magic for our real life guys out there right now. Next one is up and rattles home. 14-8 lead UCLA right now. See if they can get them open here. Clay is dribbling a ton. Over. That's an open triple. Lefty. Boom! Stanford gets it to drop. Mobley, the lefty from the wing. 14-11. Magic out. Kareem and Worthy are both back in for UCLA though. So only a 3-point lead here. If Stanford gets a stop and you might get the ball back, you have a chance to even come in this game tied, depending here. So 28 seconds. We'll see how late in the game clock before UCLA actually shoots this. If they let it wind all the way down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that was a good entry pass. Not able to get it to go. So that is going to be it. It's a close one here. Stanford really was struggling on offense, but they've kind of just made some plays to kind of just stay in it, stay within striking distance, and you just got to hope Clay or Steph can get hot. I don't think Steph has any points yet, so you are going to need, like I said, one of these two to really get going here. Coming up, here's Clay on the wing. Drop it inside. Oh, and he rises up over Kareem. Long has 4 points down on the block. It is a 1-point game. Here's Magic bringing it up the floor. You have corner jumper. Bang. Huge shot for UCLA. That was Magic again. 3 threes for Magic Johnson. Open the corner. He's been working on his jump shot apparently at UCLA, and it is looking nice. UCLA going to zone here. Here's Steph from the wing. No, and Steph has just been icy so far. Really hasn't been making any plays. And UCLA out and running. I think that was Worthy high off the glass. He has 6, and all of a sudden it's back up to a 6-point UCLA lead. Okay, here's Steph up top. Over to the wing. Jab step. Top. Over. Inside. Nice entry pass. Not able to get it to go, and Kareem gets the board. He's going to push it. Worthy over to Magic. Putting in work. Oh my gosh, great pass, Magic, and one. Magic Johnson threaded the needle to James Worthy, who hit a reverse lay. That was absolutely beautiful. And this Showtime Lakers big three looks very tough to handle. Like I said, I just love how those three fit together. That's kind of how you draw it up. Magic with a beautiful pass. Steph coming off a three, drops it inside. Nice back cut. 7-point lead here for UCLA. Magic, he's got 3 threes, so you're gonna have to play tighter on Magic. Can't let him just rise up at this point. Kareem down low, they drop it into Kareem. Little sky hook for Kareem, can't get it to go, but they clean up the glass. 24-15, and once again, this UCLA Lakers, Showtime Lakers big three is looking tough. If Steph maybe hit 2 threes, so that's a nice pass by Steph into Clay, and Clay can't get it to go. They're calling that a goaltend. They said Kareem got it off the rim, so that's a bit of a lucky break for Stanford. Clay's been pretty good. Steph is just, like I was saying, if Steph would have made just 2 threes, and that's Worthy going right to the rack, gets it to go. Someone on the wing here was going for a steal, but once again, Magic, State Farm assist of the game, just over the wing. Clay looked like he tried to jump. No, that was just one of their other wings. Tried to jump the pass there, and Worthy's just able to take it to the rack. And this one, Steph and Clay got to do something big right here, or this one's probably over. Magic has 3 assists. Dre over to Clay. Inside. Oh, you got Steph. That's a midi. Steph Curry is so cold right now, and UCLA just out and running. James Worthy gets fouled, and Steph has really let down Stanford here. Worthy's just getting the line. They're going to bring Clay out here. I mean, if you want a shot, you're going to need both Clay and Steph. We're probably only going to watch another minute or two, and then we'll sim through. Just unless we see, Stanford going a crazy run over the next minute or two here. That's going to be her. Down 11 with 4 minutes left. Steph, I think he's like 0 for 5. Just done absolutely nothing. That's a 3 for Stanford. Not able to get it. They do get a big rebound. Was that Dre? But he gets blocked. Second one doesn't go home. Dre again blocked by Kareem. So Dre in there working his ass off. But that's just some big dudes with Kareem down there. Getting boards but not able to finish inside. Here's Magic. You got Kareem on the block, and he just gets a little turnaround jumper. Magic has 4 assists, and we'll watch one more possession each team. UCLA looks this will be their 3rd time beating Stanford this year. Showtime Lakers look like just a little bit much for this Steph, Clay, Dre trio. If Steph would have made his jumpers, you never know. Well, that's a nice pass by Steph, and Draymond is able to get that to drop. He's got 4. Watch one more UCLA possession here. 30-19, Magic coming off a screen. Work. Ooh, Showtime Magic is just rocking. I like how he's playing. Getting a little wild up top. Over to Worthy. Oh, back up to Magic. If he hits that, yeah, no. Okay, we'll watch one more possession here for Stanford. Magic would have hit his 4-3 there. That would have been crazy. I want to see Steph do something. Get going, Steph Curry. Over, here's Steph. Drops it inside. And fade. Boom. Okay, down 9. Give him another possession here just to see if they can make something happen. Here's Magic. Steph guarding him. This is Worthy. Oh, that's a long 3. Okay. I mean, you got maybe a shot. 9 points, 205. Steph, do something, Steph Curry. You don't have Clay out there for some reason. Coming off a screen. Steph, rise up. Rise up, Steph. Steph, do something. Curry up top. You don't have Magic on you, less length. That's a nice pass. That's a good job passing. Offensive 3-second on Draymond. Clay's back in, but we're gonna sim through now. If they score there, maybe they have a shot, but oh wow, it was a 30-27 final. Steph was 0 for 4, 0 for 3 from 3, 2 assists. Clay had 9. Clay was good. Dre was pretty good overall, 7-5, 2 assists. But UCLA Magic had 9 and 4. James had 13. Kareem had 4, 2, and a block. So there we go. Showtime Lakers advance. We'll just sim through the rest of this round here, right? Yeah. So So Yukon advances. Ray had 25. Pierce had 26, 7, and 5. KG had 10. And they are going to play that UCLA team. So we got the 08, 2000s big three for the Celtics versus the Showtime Lakers. Minnesota advances. It was a close game, though. So Larry had 17, Mikhail had 10, Parrish had 12 and 11. They advance, and Duke beats Villanova by 1. Wade had 27, 10, and 5. Wade was incredible. LeBron was pretty quiet. Bosch was okay. It was really the Dwayne Wade show in that one. So we got LeBron, Heatles big three against the Celtics. And then, wow. So in the next round, we could have two Boston teams. We could have the Showtime Lakers against the Celtics in the Final Four, like 80 Celtics. So that could be just good matchups all around. Here, or did we not? No, we got to sim this game. So we got to sim. Wow, Kansas beats. So that's the 60s Lakers win by 2 over the Duncan Spurs. Jerry West had 25, 8, and 4. Elgin Baylor had 18, 6, and 7. Wilt had 17 and 5. Parker had a stinker. That might have cost them 4 and 4. Ginobili had 25. Duncan had 19. Oklahoma finally goes down, so they do lose to Washington. Paul, pretty quiet day from him. Blake had 0 points in 12 minutes. I don't know what's going on with them. Utah just beats by 1 point over Texas. Westbrook had 20, 10, and 6. Harden had 21. KD had 14. Stockton 11. Hornacek 8. Karl Malone had a really good day down low, 24. Wow. And Houston advances. So Clyde was quiet. Barkley had 12. Hakeem was pretty quiet. This Neal actually played really well for them. But they advance. So on this side, we're going to get Utah Jazz, Stockton, Malone. So these are two 90s teams against the Hakeem 90s Rockets. And then Kansas on this side. So we have one of the teams in the Elite 8 that aren't of our squad. So we're just going to keep rocking here until the Final Four or final. Okay, so let's see. Huge games here. UCLA wins, so that's the Lake show. Showtime Lakers, 16 for Ray. Paul Pierce had 24, 16 and 13. Their big three all played good, but they didn't get a lot from their supporting cast. Magic had 23 and 6. James had 13. Kareem had 19 and 7. So just beat them out. Huge win. And then LBJ knocks off Minnesota. So 25 and 6. So Mikhail and Parrish were both, Mikhail and Bird were both really good. Parrish was a little more quiet. Wade 13. LeBron had 25. And then Bosch had 22. So we got Showtime Lakers versus LB, like the Heatles. Then on this side, let's see if Kansas wins. Kansas advances. So we got the 70s Lakers with West. Baylor had a quiet day, and Wilt had a really good day. And they are going to play Houston. Whooped Utah. So 12 points. Carl had 11. Barkley had 18. Hakeem had 11. I don't even know. I mean, this Foster's playing really well for them. He's 7 assists a game, but Houston whoops them. So wow, so we got 70s Lakers versus the 90s Rockets versus Showtime Lakers and the Heatles. I think that game is nasty, but we have all 4 of these teams are real life squads with the big three. So we're just going to advance through this round and we're going to watch the final game. So let's see. Oh, the Heatles beat the Showtime Lakers by 2. Magic 17, 5, and 7. Worthy 16, 6, and 4. Kareem 14 and 7 with 2 blocks. Wade had 9. James had 4. And Bosch had 27. How do you even win? They had 2 guys on their bench who played really good. Wow, LeBron and Wade just no-showed. Bosch played good, and somehow they advanced, and they are going to play the 70s Lakers. West had 25, Baylor had 15, Wilt had 10 and 8, Drexler had 19, Barkley and Hakeem was quiet, man. They're just not playing Barkley and Hakeem a ton. So there it is. We got Duke, Kansas, Heatles versus the 70s Lakers. Both of them are 100 overall. Let's see what happens. This is a big matchup. There it is. Jerry 44, Elgin 22, Wilt 13. I think I still have Wade as number 4. LeBron's 23 and Bosch should be 1. Wilt wins the tip. Jerry West at point guard. We've actually already watched both of these teams in the first season. I think we watched them. I don't think they played each other though, did they? Maybe actually. Over, and that's a long jumper. Wilt. Oh, over the back. Okay, basket interference on Wilt there. Back up top. Swing. Here's Bosch, the lefty midi. Doesn't get it to drop. Wilt with the big board. Quick up ahead. Over to Jerry West. Get in the paint. No, kick it. Wilt. Jerry resets up top. Over. Bosch guarding. Oh, that's an open jumper for Elgin. Front rims it though. Okay, they got it. You got Wade. LeBron on the break. Yeah, LeBron and Wade streaking down the middle of the court there. LeBron gets fouled and he's going to go to the line. First one up and good. Second one up. Rattles home. So rattles home for LeBron. 2-0 lead here for Duke. Trying to drop it inside. That's a really nice pass for West, but he hits it off the front rim. Duke's able to get out and run again. They pull it out here, though. Over to LeBron. Go to the hoop, LeBron. Don't settle for jumpers. Oh, kicks it to Burnett. No, and that's a big rebound for Duke. Red not able to get it to drop, though. So still 2-0. Oh, and there's almost a steal by Bosch. Here's Jerry West. Oh, that could be an open jumper. Not going to take it. Goes in the mid-range, hits it. So 2-2 game here. Okay, up to Bosch, back out to Burnett. There's Wade, back over to Burnett. Inside, pump. Go right to the rack, and Wilt isn't able to come over and block it. Abelard gets 2 there for Duke. So 4-2 lead for the Dukies, for the Heatles. Big screen there from Wilt. Jerry goes under. Not able to get inside, though. Over to the corner. Elgin for 3. No. Wilt with the huge rebound. Misses the putback, though. Wilt, and now they're out and running. You got Wade going in for the alley-oop high off glass, and they like to get out and run. Wilt is actually going to sit down here for Kansas. Duke isn't going to make any subs, and so far it really looks like Kansas. You cannot just let this Duke team with Wade and Bosch, or Wade and LeBron, get out and run. That has really been, they've got 2 of their buckets off those. So that seems like something Duke definitely wants to do. I don't know if maybe the Lakers don't have quite the athleticism to run with those guys. So far in the game, this game and the first game we watched, inside, nice. That's their backup center, taking it to the rack hard. Could be almost an over and back. Here's Bosch. Same. He missed an elbow jumper there. Misses that one, but a nice putback. Another rebound for Duke, and he lays it in. So Abelard has done a really good job on the boards. Almost gets a steal there. Bosch 0 for 2 on those kind of long, extended elbow jumpers. So see if we can see Bosch get into the lane a little bit here. Over to the wing. That's a triple. Bang! That is a 3 for Kansas. They cut the lead down to 1-8-7 for Duke. Burnett, I mean, Jerry West is really just limiting his ability to get up the floor. Drops it inside, and there's Wade for 3. Nope. Bosch, huge rebound. Put back. No. Bosch does a great job of crashing the boards, but not able to get it to drop. That's a bad alley-oop pass. Okay, I guess it was a good alley-oop pass, and Kansas takes the lead. 9-8. Kansas lead. That could be a steal, Kansas. And backcourt. Wade had to be a little careful on the line there. And Bosch and James are coming out for Duke. So it's just going to be Dwayne Wade for real, guys. Green trying to get in the lane. Drop it. Oh, that's a wide open triple. No. Duke can't get it to drop. Jerry West over to the corner. Drops it inside, and that's a foul on Abler. That's a really nice pass by Kansas. You hit both these, you're up 3. Hits the first. Elgin and Jerry are out, so Kansas now has none of their big 3 out there, and only Wade is out there for Duke. Second one up and good. Oh, Wilt is now back in. Okay, so each team's got one of their real life guys. There's Wade trying to get in the paint. Ooh, that's a nut. Wow, that is a great drive by Dwayne Wade. Hit him with the cross and then the up and under reverse layup for Dwayne Wade. Beautiful. Oh, and Wilt. Oh my goodness, you can't let Wilt do that. Duke, get him on the bounce pass. Just kind of lulled them to sleep here. Wilt just kind of goes in the lane, gets the bounce pass, and finishes with authority. Playing really well for Duke down low. Here's Wade for three. Bang! Is that a triple? They're calling that a two. A two-pointer, but Wade is really keeping Duke in it with LeBron and Bosch on the bench. Down low to Wilt. Trying to get 3-2 cross. And they're calling a foul. Oh, that is a big foul call. Gonna go to the line, trying to take a 3-point halftime lead. First one up and good. Second one up and good. So can they get like a half court heave here for Duke? That's LeBron over to Bosch. He's gonna pull it. Oh, he actually almost got that to go. That was just an in-rhythm jump shot at about the logo. Looks like Wade is sitting now. Jerry is definitely out there. Wilt is out there, and Elgin. So all three for Kansas out here. While Wade is going to sit for a bit. LeBron up top, getting off a screen. Over, that's a triple. No, big rebound though. Over to Bosch, lefty, midi, no. And Wilt secures the board. Elgin Baylor out and running, going at LeBron, drops it into Jerry, mid-range, boom, and Kansas takes a 5-point lead. This is the national championship, remember? So, I mean, Dookie, it's now or never here. Oh, that's a backcourt. No, they don't care. I thought it was. Ablard over to Burnett, coming off a screen from Bosch. LeBron up top, trying to get him with the pump. Put it on the deck, spin, get in the lane. No, not able to get it to go. And Elgin Baylor gets the rebound. Ablard almost gets the steal. Drops it into Wilt. It looked like he had a mismatch, but he front rimmed it. That was Burnett on Wilt Chamberlain. If Wilt makes that, I mean, Duke was going to be in trouble. Over, Ablard put it on the deck. High off the glass. This Ablard is playing really well for Duke. Duke can really finally cut into it. And there's Wilt. Oh, that's a goaltend. Okay, I was going to say Ablard is just, but that's just going to be a little baby hook in the lane for Wilt. Ball definitely starting to come down. Ablard hits it. So there it is. Wilt is going to sit down. Wade is back in for Duke. So Duke's got all three of their guys out. Vert here, buddy. Spin. Ooh, that's a nice move. Gets it into the paint. High off glass. Bone converts back down to 3. So it's in a 5-point lead Kansas. So we'll see if Kansas is able to extend it or if Duke can finally get it down to 1 or start getting close to a tie here. Drops it inside. Bosch. Oh, takes it right at Bosch. McGee. Still a 5-point lead now again for Kansas. Into Bosch. Bosch, you got to convert. Oh my gosh, he just got spiked into the second row. Kansas able to keep it in bounds. They're out and running high off the glass. And we got an 8.7-point Kansas lead. Bosch not able to get it to go, and Kansas just quick up. Wow, so now it is go time for Duke. They need some buckets here desperately. LeBron's been quiet. Bosch has been quiet. That's a nice pass from Bosch. No. Okay, this might be over right here. Jerry West, go right to the lane. High. No. Wow, West. Jerry West has been very quiet in both games we've watched. Duke, you got still a bit of life, but you got to do something now or never. Here's Wade. Put it on the deck, over to LeBron. Clog in the lane there. Back over to Wade. LeBron, mid-range. No, that did not look good out of his hands at all. Here's Jerry West inside. Over to Nance, back up top. West. A score here probably ends it. Baylor for 3. Bang! That puts them up 10. Wilt is back in. Unless Duke scores here, we're probably just going to sim through the end of this. Maybe watch one more possession each. But Duke just has not been good enough on offense at all. Coming off a screen. Gonna pull a triple. Not able to get it go. Bosch with the rebound. Put back. No. Yeah, this one is over. Down 10 with 2 minutes left. Jerry West. Oh my gosh. Where did Wilt come from? Oh my goodness. Jerry just threw that. Wilt sprinted in from half court, and that's a back court. Oh my goodness. Can we watch the replay here? I don't know. The replay does not last long in this. No, it won't even let us watch the replay. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Wilt just skied in. Crazy. Okay, yeah, we are just gonna sim to the end here, and the Kansas Jayhawks are gonna get this one done. 33-20. LeBron was quiet. Wade was okay. Bosch 0 for 7. Wilt 8-5, 2 blocks. Weber West took 1 shot. He had 6 assists, so he's just playing point guard, letting things come his way. But that is it. So Kansas wins year number 2. Oh, so Kansas did make it last year too, so they made 2 in a row. Played Oklahoma, so you definitely got to say Kansas has been the best team so far. So there's the champs. Player of the year. Okay, Katie Chadwick wins it. I thought Rodman might have won it. Defensive player of the year, Rodman wins that. 21-8-2. Big man of the year, that Chadwick. First team All-American, Sam Jones for Boston College. KD gets it. Only those 2. And then Rodman, Paul Pierce, Magic get it as well. Freshman conference. Okay, so there we go. That is the awards. Look at just some stats here. We kind of looked at all these. Karl Malone 21. Rodman had a really nice year. Clay, Dre, Katie, Ginobili, Harden. Yeah, so nothing too major from when we checked earlier. All right, guys, so we're at the start of the 3rd season now. I just went through all the rosters, and here's the top 25. Here's what it's looking like. And I made sure none of the players who weren't our big 3 were above an 89. So if anyone was above a 90, I dropped them down. Probably next year I'll let guys get to like 90, 91, but I want to make sure there's no like 95s on the roster for some teams and some teams have 88s or whatever, because I want to really focus on the big 3s. Plus there was a few teams where they didn't really have a great bench, where they had like 70s on their bench, so I gave them a few like mid 80s players just to make it like a little more even across the board. So right now Yukon's the number 1 team. You can see how much each player went up. All 3 of their big 3 with KG, Pearson, Allen are 96. Kansas, Jerry West 97, Baylor 95, Wilt 96, Duke, Wade, LeBron both 97, Bosch 95, UNC, MJ 96, Pippen 96, Rodman 93, Texas, Westbrook 95, Harden and Durant 96, Indiana, Isaiah 97, Dumars 96, Lambeer 94, Larry 97, McHale 95, Robert Parrish 94, Magic 96, Worthy only a 93, and Kareem a 95. Fisher went up to a 94. Wow, so Fisher's getting a lot better. Kobe's a 95, Shaq's a 95. Stanford, Clay and Steph both 95s, Dre 93. Oklahoma, Paul 95, Blake 93, DeAndre 92. That's probably the worst big 3 on paper right now. Sam Jones 95, Havlicek 95, Russell 95. Houston, Drexler 94, Barkley 95, Hakeem 94. Wake Forest, Parker 94, Ginobili 93, Duncan 94, and then lastly we got Utah coming with Stockton 94, Hornacek's only a 92, and Karl Malone's a 95. So that is what we are looking like right now at the start of year 3, guys. Like I said, some of the guys will get better as we go through, so some of their 4th and 5th options will be 90s by the time we get to the tournament, but I did lower everyone to make sure it wasn't getting anything too crazy. So we are going to sim to middle of January, and then we'll see how everything's going. Okay, middle of January, let's take a look at how we are looking here. We'll go through the polls just really quick. So Yukon 16-0, They look like a unit. Duke 14-0. UNC, Kansas, Minnesota. Wow, yeah, these teams are performing. Utah 18-15. Oh, Kentucky's actually not one of our teams. UCLA, Houston. So nobody's got like more than 4 losses. With Indiana might be the most. Or Wake. Yeah, Wake has 3. So, oh, actually, LSU 11-7. So Shaq, Kobe, Lakers are struggling right now. Still probably get it into the tournament, but yeah, got to pick it up. And they're playing the SEC. You think they would, perform well. Here's stats. Once again, these guys aren't going to put up just insane stats because they are playing with 2 other like superstars. MJ scoring at 21.8, Durant, Draymond both at 21, Pierce 20, just under 21, Elgin Baylor at 20, Bird at 19, Isaiah 19, KG 19, Clay 19, Manu, Ray, Kobe just under 19. If we look at rebounds, Kevin McHale at 8.5, Malone 8.3, Rodman 8.2. Rodman's numbers went down a lot this year. Went from 21 a game to 15. So I think MJ's really starting to finally take the baton and be their go-to scorer, which is good to see. Chris Paul, 7 assists almost a game. Stockton right there with him at 6.3 assists. Westbrook 5.9 is their kind of third scoring option. Does anyone have a crazy amount of steals? Stockton 2 points, 2 steals, which makes sense because I think he has the most steals in NBA history. Draymond averaging 2.2 steals, 2.2 blocks, and scoring 21 a game. So Draymond has been really good. If we go to blocks, Shaq leading the way for our guys at 2.6. DeAndre Jordan at 2.3. KG 2.3, Draymond 2.2. So that's where we're looking kind of stat wise. We could go through just some of these teams here. So here's Boston College. Wow, none of them are even leading their team. It's this Quentin kid, Duke, Bosch, Wade, James, all pretty just like even numbers, all just kind of. LeBron's still only playing 21 a game. I don't know, man. I don't know how they do that. MJ playing 35 minutes a game. And yeah, their big 3, like playing like their 3 best players. That's what you want to see. Big East, Yukon. Wow. All 3 of their guys at like 19 to 21 points a game. So this big 3 is looking like they could be really freaking good this year. Field goal. So Pierce, the low field goal shooter at 44. KG and Ray above 50. 3-pointers. I mean, KG's barely shooting them, but Ray's at 46%. So Ray is crazy efficient for UConn right now. It's their third option. Big 12, Kansas, Baylor at 20 a game. Well, Wilt, I don't know why they don't play Wilt much. Jerry, yeah, they're kind of doing it by committee a little bit more. Oklahoma, yeah, DeAndre's their leading scorer, which is kind of surprising. Texas, KD 21, Harden. I like how that big 3 really fits together, though. KD and Harden really are outside scorers with Westbrook, rebounding, assists, doing all the kind of dirty work. Conference USA, Houston, Barkley 18, Hakeem Drexler barely scoring, and he's playing 32 minutes a game. Mountain West with Utah, McLeod, their leading scorer. He's their center. Malone 18, Stockton, Hornacek. So they have 4 guys who can score. That's a nice problem to have. In the pack, UCLA, Kareem, Magic, Worthy. That's their big 3. They don't really have anyone else doing much, but they were really good last year. They went on a run, so we'll see if they do it again. Stanford, Dre, Curry. Clay's playing 37 minutes a game compared to Curry's 26. I don't really know what that's about. What have their 3-pointers been like? They're both over 41%, and Draymond's at 43%. So all 3 of their guys are really killing it from the outside, which makes sense. Lastly, we got LSU, and they're struggling a little bit here. Kobe's at 18, Shaq's 17, Fisher's 11.8. Are they being like efficient? Why are they struggling so much? 44, 44, 44. So not though, and can't really shoot. Fisher's been decent, but their outside shooting for Kobe and Shaq hasn't been great either. So I don't know why Shaq's taking 63s, but is what it is. So that's where we're at, guys. We're going to sim to the tournament now, and we'll kind of see where everyone's at. Start watching some games and stuff in this year number 3. Okay, Selection Sunday show, here we go. So Duke, Yukon, Kansas, Utah, all right at the top of the bracket right now. See if any of our teams, it doesn't look like, are on the bubble. So Duke's the number 1 seed, Kansas, Stanford, Utah. Let's look at the top 4. That's always interesting. So Duke, UCLA, and Wake Forest. Kansas, Minnesota, Oklahoma, UNC. So 4 in the South. Yukon, Connecticut, Boston College, 3 there. Stanford, Houston, Indiana, 3 there. So 3, 3, 3, and then 4 in the South region of the top 4. ACC, SEC, Big East, and Big Ten all have 6 schools. Nobody on the block. So let's look at the tournament tree here. Okay, so this side of the bracket, we got Duke here, Wake Forest, UCLA, Utah, Boston College, LSU. So we could have LSU, Yukon in round 2. So that's Shaq Kobe Lakers versus the Boston Big 3, these like 2000 Celtics. Then this side we got Kansas, UNC, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Stanford, Indiana versus Texas. So we could get Bad Boy Pistons versus OKC Big 3 in round 2, Houston. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 with Stanford, 5 with Minnesota, 6 with Oklahoma, 7 with UNC, 8 with Kansas, 9 with Connecticut, 10 with LSU, 11 with BC, 12 with Utah, 13 UCLA, 14 Wake Forest, 15 Duke. So all 15 made it. Could have a couple matchups in the second round. Let's simulate through. So Duke advances. Wade had 13. LeBron had 17, 5, and 5. Bosch had 21 and 11. So they get through pretty easily. Wake Forest advances. Parker had 10 and 12. Ginobili had 23. Duncan had 7 and 5. UCLA advances. Magic 13, 4, and 6. Worthy 13. Kareem 22 and 10. Utah, we gotta sim through. They advance. Stockton 23, 5, and 5. Hornacek had 6. Karl Malone had 15. Boston College advances. Sam Jones had 12. Havlicek had 16. Bill Russell had 10 and 6. LSU advances. Fisher had 18 and 4. Kobe 13 and 7. Shaq 28, 7, 4, 2 blocks, 2 steals. So Shaq had a big day. And they are going to play Yukon in the next round, who had 131 points. Pierce had 28. KG had 31 and 12. And Ray had 19. So this Yukon team looks like an absolute wagon to me. It's a really good round 2 matchup. Only one on this side of the bracket. Here, Kansas advances 24, 4, 4, 5 for West. Elgin had 13. Wilt had 23, 4, and 4 blocks. UNC advances. Jordan had 28. Pippen had 21. Rodman had 28. OU advances. Paul had 17. Griffin had 6. And DeAndre had 7. Quiet from them. Minnesota. Bird had 19, McHale had 23, and Parrish had 22. So their big 3 all played well. Stanford, Curry was super quiet. 3 points. Clay had 21. Draymond had 36. Draymond's been absolutely nasty for them. Texas advances. Westbrook 9, 4, and 4. Harden was quiet. And then Durant, big game, 30 points. Indiana, 25 for Isaiah. Joe Dumars had 8. Lambeer had 10 and 4. So that's another second round matchup that we thought we might get. Then Houston advances. So none of our teams got upset in round 1, and we got 2 matchups in round 2 between our guys. So Drexler had 24 and 6. Barkley had 28 and 11. Hakeem was quiet, 4 and 5. Okay, so we're not going to watch either of those games. We'll sim through though. So Duke, the number 1 seed in the tournament, gets upset. Wade and LeBron 28. LeBron had 15. Bosch had 7, and they go down to a 9 seed. Wake Forest advances, so they would have played the Spurs, but they're out. Parker kind of quiet. Ginobili and Tim Duncan played well. Wow, so our first big upset. UCLA advances. Magic 15 and 6 and 6. 21, 6 and 4 for Worthy. Kareem had 18 and 5. Utah advances. Stockton 15. Hornacek 13. Malone. This McLeod just is a big time scorer on the block for them. Louisville, Kentucky. Boston College goes down. Boston College loses to Michigan State. So second upset. Sam Jones, Havlicek 13. Russell 14. LSU goes down. This Yukon team, just seems better than them right now. Pierce had 31. Garnett had 27 and 12. Ray was quiet, but man, Yukon looks scary. So Yukon, Michigan State, Utah, Kentucky, UCLA, Tennessee. So we don't even have one third round matchup on this side of the bracket with those two upsets. Over here, Kansas advances. West, Baylor each had 17. Wilt had 14. UNC just gets past Seton Hall. So Jordan had 23, 8, and then Rodman 22 and 12. Big, very high scoring game. Oklahoma does advance, 23 for Paul, as Bulkman had 31, and then 2 for Griffin, 10 for DeAndre. Minnesota beats Illinois. Bird 21, McHale 29. They each had 10 rebounds too. Stanford beats Wisconsin, so Steph 16, Clay 16, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. Wow. And then Dre had 13. Memphis, USC, Indiana. So the OKC big three go down. Isaiah had 12 and 11 assists. Dumar had 28. Bill had 8. This big three, they were all like good, but not great. And then Houston beats Ohio State. Drexler 16, Barkley 26 and 9, Hakeem 6 and 5. So we got Bad Boy Pistons versus the 90s Rockets. We got OKC. We got Clippers versus Larry Bird Celtics, and then we got MJ versus the 70s Lakers. I don't think we're going to watch any of these games, but I think a good one could be MJ versus the Celtics in the next round. We actually won't get a matchup on this side. So yeah, those two upsets really kind of threw a wrench in our bracket, but we'll see. So Wake Forest goes down. So Arizona knocks off the Heatles in the one round, and then Tim Duncan Spurs the next round. Wow. Ginobili 28, Parker 21, Duncan was pretty quiet. UCLA advances, Magic 9, Worthy 16, Kareem 24. Utah advances, Stockton 24, Hornacek 15, Carl 10 and 7. Yukon they advanced, but it was close. KG was quiet. Pierce has been really good in the tournament, 72-68. So we got Utah Jazz versus the 08 Celtics and then we got Arizona versus the Showtime Lakers. Okay, this is a huge game right here. Oh my God, Kansas whoops Jordan's Bulls 21 and 4. Pippen was quiet. Rodman was okay. West 17, Baylor 27, Wilt 16. So they've made the Elite 8 at least. Well, they've made the finals every year, and now they're in the Elite 8 again. And they actually played Oklahoma, who beat Minnesota. So Chris Paul and these boys beat Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this was the finals to the first year we did this. It was Kansas versus Oklahoma. Stanford advances, so Curry and Clay get it done with Dre against USC. Indiana beats Houston, so Dumars and the Bad Boys advance. Lambier, honestly, like not even big. Wow, they didn't have a starter in double figures for Houston. That is a bad game. So we got Stanford, Indiana, Kansas, Oklahoma. Okay, so we're gonna advance one more round. Let's see. We'll just go to the final four here. So UCLA does advance. So we got Magic, Worthy, Kareem, all had really big days. Yukon beats Utah. Stockton 19 and 4. Carl Hornacek was 0 points. Ray had 5. Pierce had 25. KG had 15 and 12. So this is a great matchup. This is Showtime Lakers against 08 Celtics. Kansas. So Kansas makes the Final Four 3 years in a row. Jerry was quiet. Elgin, Dupree, all their big guys. I don't even know. How did they score? Their bench came in and had some points. I don't even get how they scored that many. Paul had 16, 5 and 8. Griffin 16. DeAndre 11. Then here, Stanford gets kind of punked by Indiana. Their backcourt was good, but nothing else. Isaiah, Joe Dumars 22, Lambier was decent down low. So we got Bad Boy Pistons versus the 70 Lakers, and we got the Showtime Lakers against the 08 Celtics. I definitely want to watch this game. I think this is a cool game. We haven't got to watch Yukon yet. And if Kansas beats Indiana, they're in their natty for the 3rd year in a row. So, I mean, so far they're easily the best team, even if they don't win this year. I mean, to make it even to the Final Four all 3 years is crazy. So we'll watch this game and then we'll watch the finals. So 100 overall, basically across the board except for team unity for Yukon. UCLA 100, 198, 96. So both very good teams, obviously. Ray 20, Pierce 35, KG 5. And we've already watched these this UCLA squad as well. Okay, so tip is up. Cream wins the tip. Here's Magic up top. Well, bounce pass into Cream. Kick out for a 3. Misses it. Big rebound underneath. Quick up here. Oh, and they're going for an alley-oop. And that's Ray Allen on the run. Forward with the assist. Big time assist there. Ray gets 2. And there's a steal for Yukon. Inside to Ray. And Ray's got back-to-back layups to start this one for Yukon, and they're playing this pressure defense, trying to really give the Showtime Lakers some troubles. Already got a steal out of it. Here's Magic running pick and roll with Kareem. Worthy's gonna take a triple contested though. Kareem with a big rebound gets him in the air with the pump fake, and that, if UCLA is gonna win it, I think Kareem is really gonna have to do some damage in the paint. KG's good, obviously, but I don't know if he has the size to deal with Kareem. There's Pierce for 3, misses it. Kareem gets the board. Nice quick up pass. Here's Worthy on the fast break. Oh, they call that a charge. Ray Allen takes the charge. So Ray is playing really well. He's got both buckets. Just take a charge, force a turnover there. So Ray Allen doing his part so far for Yukon. Here's Pierce working on the wing. KG's gonna come off a screen, maybe try to hit a mid-range, kick it out for 3. No, and Kareem gets another board. That's 3 rebounds already 2 minutes in for Kareem. Go up. Oh, and they get the foul. Foul on Paul Pierce. So UCLA is gonna go to the line here. Oh, that was Worthy kind of working in the post there. Worthy, first one up and good. Second one up and good. So we got a tie game early here. KKG into Ray Allen. Back to their point guard. Over to Pierce. That's an open 3. No. And KG gets a rebound and a nasty putback. So they need KG to clean up the glass with Kareem down there. He does his job there. Gets a great putback dunk. Oh, wow. What a pass by Magic. A little bounce pass into Worthy. This big 3 just complements each other so good. Worthy your wing scorer, Kareem down low, Magic maybe the best point guard ever. Really, really tough. And if they win and the Kansas wins, we're going to have the 70s Lakers versus the 80s Lakers in the final. Both the Celtics and Lakers each have 3 big 3s in this whole group. And I don't think anyone else even has 2, which is just funny. Shows you how dominant the 2 teams have been over the course of NBA history. Over Ray Allen. Ooh, Ray Allen, nice mid-range jumper, and Ray's got 6 points early for Yukon. Him and Worthy kind of both leading the way, the charge scoring wise. Magic over. Ooh, that's coming off a screen. Misses the 3 though. Over to Pierce. See if Pierce can operate here. No, back. Here's KG. 11 on the shot clock here. Ray for another mid-range. Misses it this time, though. He's actually pretty open there. Magic out and running. Drop it into Worthy. Little reverse finish for Worthy. And we got an 8-8 game. Both these teams look really good to me right now. I think I like this UCLA squad a little bit better. I just really like how it fits together. But, oh, that's a nice entry pass. KG. Oh, that wasn't actually KG. That was their center, Atanga. The nice little turnaround jump hook in the lane, and there's another turnover, and they're going for another basically mid-court alley-oop. So Yukon's forced 3 turnovers, and maybe that is going to be the way they can get this done. They have 2 steals in that charge that they've forced so far. So that has definitely been a big swing so far, and Yukon is up 2 buckets, 4 points right now. Trying to get in the lane, kick for a long 2, high off the glass, and they miss it. Quick up forward. He's got Ray on the wing. Oh, try another alley-oop. That one was no one home. So 1 too many alley-oop throws here. Drops it into Worthy. Kick. Here's a little baseline jumper. Miss it. Atanga gets the rebound up to Pierce. Leading the break. He's got Ray on the wing there. Go back out to their point guard. Nothing going there. Okay, 18 on the shot clock here. Here's Ray. Inside to KG. Back over to Atanga. Not able to get it go KG with another offensive rebound. It gets a putback. KG and Allen out, and I think Worthy is out for UCLA. So we got Magic and Kareem still in for UCLA, and then just boom, that's a nice mid-range jumper assist for Kareem. And then it's just Paul Pierce, I think, for Yukon. Actually, it might be nobody. Did they take all three of their big three out? They might have. Oh, that's a long three. Miss. Big rebound, though. Yukon get... Oh, no, that is Pierce right there. Yukon doing a good job getting offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds and turnovers are really what has given Yukon this lead. There's a little turnaround jumper, not able to get that one to go. Oh, that's a nice entry pass, a little turnaround jump hook in the lane. Nice pass by UCLA. Cuts Yukon's lead down to 2. Over to the wing, little pick and roll, back out top. Here's Pierce, Paul Pierce for 3. No, not able to rattle home. Kareem gets a rebound. Really quick up. Magic on the break. Is he going to try to push the pace? Nope. Looks like they'll probably hold for the last shot then. 20-ish seconds on the game clock here. 11 seconds now. Oh, and that's a bad pass by Magic. Another steal for Yukon on the break, and he gets fouled. Oh, no foul. 1, you got to put it up. Up and miss. Wow. So I thought Yukon was going to be able to at least get fouled there. They call no foul, kind of like a weird chase down block. And 44 and 43%. Both teams are over from the 3-point line is probably, and the turnovers, 4 turnovers for UCLA, only 1 for Yukon. That has really been the difference to me. Yukon is getting extra possessions with offensive rebounds and turnovers. And they're honestly, UCLA is probably lucky they're not down a little more. No KG still, it looks like for, oh, that's a nice entry pass, but he's blocked on the inside. No KG for Yukon. It looks like Magic is out there and Kareem over. Nice pass, Kareem. Not able to get the 3 to drop. So both teams still over from 3-point range. Yeah, so UCLA is all their big 3. Oh, and KG is out there. So both teams have all 3 of their big 3s out. Okay, Magic leading the break. Nice pass, Magic on the break to tie it up. Magic just playing point. Delivers the pass in the lane. Oh, that's a big steal. UCLA up to Magic. That is a big steal. We've seen Yukon get a ton. That was the first one for UCLA. I think they're doubling Kareem in the post. Can he pass out? That's a 3. Oh, still over. Both teams cannot hit from 3-point range. That's really what's letting neither team jump way out ahead. Keeping it close. And Ray for 3 gets blocked. James on the break. Back out to Kareem. Worthy gets him up on the air on the pump. Okay, here's Magic at point. Really haven't done anything with Kareem down low. Here's Kareem on the block. See if you can get... Oh, that's a great pass. Kareem kick out for 3 and Worthy. First triple of the game for either team. That is a 17-14 lead UCLA. Oh, there's their own triple. Yukon can't get theirs to drop still. Worthy kind of running off the rebound here. Over to Magic. Over to Worthy. Coming off a screen. That's a nasty screen right there. Worthy gets a lane high off glass, rattles home, and now UCLA has a 4-point lead. Worthy has 11 points right now for UCLA. High scorer of the game for sure. Over to, here's KG. Fakes a little mid-range shot over to their point guard. That's a long 2. Can't get it to go. Kareem gets the rebound. Now UCLA is pushing. He's got Worthy under the basket. If he wants him, he's going to kick it out to Magic. Almost gets stolen. Magic's able to secure it. Goes inside to Kareem. Double pump high off the glass. But here we go. So all of a sudden, Yukon has gone cold and UCLA is starting to put the pressure on him. Here's Ray Allen on the wing. Back up. Ray might take a midi here. 8 seconds on shot clock. There's a long 2. Not able to rattle home that big rebound for Atanga. He can't get it to drop, though. And Yukon is in trouble now. Yukon needs something to go. I don't know if they've scored in the second half so far. Ray on the wing. Pump. Little jab step. Up to the top. KG wanted it. That's a 3 and it's... Oh, they called that a foul. Finley is going to get 3 free throws there. That is absolutely huge for Yukon. Oh, I thought I got blocked. Misses the second one. Third is up and good. Still no Paul Pierce for Yukon. They are going to be down 5 here. Oh, and they're just going to step into a 3. Not going to... that could be... If that went in, that's sweet. But could be a bad shot there. Kareem is up on the point guard here. Over to the wing. Trying to go baseline. Ray Allen. Oh, that's a nice pass by Ray. Skip pass. Oh, high off glass. KG had the tip. Not able to secure it, though. Here's Worthy out on the break. Back up to Magic. That's a triple. Bang. UCLA. Pierce is back in, but now it's an 8-point UCLA lead with 2.5 minutes left. So Yukon, you need something here desperately. They've basically got 2 free throws this half, and that is it. Pierce trying to come around to screen. Worthy's on him. That's a little KG mid-range, and Kareem gets another rebound. That's 8 rebounds already for Kareem. He is absolutely cleaned up on the glass. MJ over to Worthy, and Worthy's gonna step into a triple. Oh, if they made that, that would have been game. But here we go, 2 minutes left. Oh my god, that was the worst pass ever. KG's on the inside, gets blocked. Here's Worthy out and running inside to Kareem, turn around, and it is up to 10. That is basically gonna do it. We'll watch one more possession here for Yukon, but yeah, that is gonna do it. I thought they had a 4-point lead in the first half, and since then it has just been absolutely horrible for the Yukon Huskies. The Celtics big 3. Here's Ray, gets him in the air on the pump fake. Probably should have just taken that off the fake. Here's Ray for 3. No. Another rebound, UCLA. Magic Johnson out and running, and Magic just took it himself. Isn't able to get the dunk to go, but Magic just tried to cram on him. This could put them up 12 if Magic hits his free throws. Misses the first, hits the second. They are up 11. This will be the last possession we watch right here. Yukon just went ice cold in the second half. Over to Pierce. Got Ray kind of coming into the corner here. KG coming off a screen. There's a little mid-range. High off glass. Get it to go. Okay, we'll watch one more UCLA possession, and that is it. Down 9 here. Definitely just too little too late. Into Kareem. Back out to Magic. Over to Worthy. Layers. No. Okay, we'll call it here. So sim to the end, game stats, box score, 29-18 win. Magic 1 point. He didn't take any shots, just that one free throw. Worthy played really well. Kareem 8-8, just cleaned up the glass. Ray had 6 points. He had the first 4 points of the game and then really only had 2 more points. So Pierce was 0 from 3, 0 from the field. KG was fine, but 2 of 6. So yeah, none of their big 3 really played that good, and that was definitely the difference. So are we gonna get an all Lakers final? We are. So Kansas beats Indiana. They're in the Natty for the 3rd straight year. Jerry West had 19, 2 and 5. Elgin had 25, 2 and 4. Wilt 8, 6 and 2. Isaiah 5, 1 and 4. Joe Dumars 11. Bill Lambier had 15, but not enough. So we get the 60s, 70s Lakers versus the Showtime 80s Lakers. So what a matchup. I cannot believe that this Kansas team has made the Natty all 3 years. So 100, 100, 100, 97, 100, 100, 98, 94. So it looks like Kansas has the slightly better team, but I mean, gonna be a really close game, I'm sure. There we go. Jerry, Elgin, Wilt, Kareem, Worthy, and Magic. Wilt versus Kareem down low. What a matchup. Kareem wins the tip. Here's Magic up top. Magic versus Jerry West at the point. Laker fans got to be loving this. That's a steal, and is Jerry going to beat Kareem? Kareem dives for the loose ball, but that's a backcourt violation. So Kareem is putting it on the deck to try to win a championship. Beats out Jerry West for the loose ball. Magic with a turnover there. Here's the 70s Lakers now. 60s, 70s Lakers with a shot. Oh, that's a triple. Good if it goes. No, and Kareem gets a rebound over Wilt. Kareem playing really high here. Magic some room maybe to get into the paint. Kareem up top. Kareem versus Wilt. That's a triple. No. 0-0 so far. Wilt with a big rebound there. Spinning. Oh my God, Kareem came over and definitely was affecting that shot. Here's Magic. Oh, Worthy off the tip, goes high off glass and it rattles home. And that's our first bucket of the day. Worthy gets that one. Here's Jerry West up top. Back into Wilt, trying to go up. That could be a corner three, not going to take it. Oh, that is a tough shot for Elgin Baylor. Kind of goes high off glass, gets it to go. So the two wing scorers, Elgin and Worthy, start with the points here. Kareem passes out for a triple, not able to get it to go. That's a nice rebound for Wilt again. Here's Jerry West over. That's a triple for Kansas. No, and they're pretty quiet from the outside here. Both teams missing their first few outside jumpers. Magic steps into a triple, and MJ doesn't miss. Magic Johnson drills that one to give a 5-2 lead to UCLA. Kind of stuck in the post here with Worthy. West trying to go up. And he gets fouled. Foul on Magic. Jerry West going to go to the line. First one up and good. Wilt is going to come out for Kansas. Kareem staying in for UCLA. So this could be a time that UCLA could kind of dominate down low possibly. Second one up for Jerry West and he drills it. Magic up top. Over. No, not able to get that to go. Up and misses it. Oh, and there's Worthy. No. Oh my. UCLA had some good opportunities there. Not able to get it to drop. That's a great pass by Kansas. That is going to put Kansas up 6-5 here. Really nice pass in the lane. West has given Magic some trouble getting it up the floor. And that's another turnover, but Jerry West saves it from going out of bounds and Magic's able to take advantage and get to the free throw line. So almost a turnover by Magic. West tries to keep it in bounds. That's going to give Magic a easy lane to the hoop. Get fouled. Okay, second one for Magic up and good. So Magic hits both free throws. Over the wing and Elgin is going to step into that and drill it. That is 5 points for Elgin Baylor. Kansas has a 9-7 lead. Working on West. Couple of jab steps into Worthy. It's definitely a mismatch size-wise. Kick. That could be a three once you get in the paint. Now Kareem goes up and misses it, but gets fouled. I thought Kareem was going to jam that home, but 9-7. Kareem's got two free throws here. First one up and good. Wilt is going to come back in for Kansas. UCLA hasn't really got any of their big three out yet. Second one up and good for Kareem. Okay, here's West guarded by Magic. Gets it over half. That's a backcourt. Oh my goodness. Jerry West loses where he is on the court. That is a backcourt violation. Inbound to Worthy. Over to Magic. Gets him on the pump. Not able to get in the lane though. Passes it into Kareem. Pump. Offensive 3 seconds. Kareem had deep post position. Got Wilt in the air, but was down there for too long. Coming off a screen. Well, that could be a triple for Jerry. Boom, drills it. Jerry West is a great shooter. You cannot leave him open like that coming off the screen. UCLA kind of falls asleep on defense there. Jerry West makes him pay. Over to the wing. Oh, wow, great pass. And that is going to be a goaltend on Wilt. That was a great pass. Wing, kind of a bounce pass into Kareem. Yeah, ball was coming right down. It's going to be 2 points for Kareem. 12-11 Kansas lead. Over. Oh, and that's a steal. Worthy gets a steal right to the rack and he hammers that home. UCLA 4-point swing right there. They're up 1. These teams are very evenly matched. My goodness, this feels like it's going to be tight down to the wire. Here's Jerry West up top. You got Elgin coming off a screen there. Nope, they're going to go inside to Wilt. He's going to take a little bunny, not going to get it to drop. Back out. 15 on the shot clock. Oh, that's a triple. No, and Kareem gets the tip in. Kareem is definitely outplaying Wilt down low. That's 6 points so far for Kareem. Gotten a few offensive rebounds. That's the second backcourt for Jerry. He is struggling to get it up on Magic. And Kansas, you're on the brink a little bit here. You don't want to let this run away from you. If all of a sudden UCLA scores here, that's going to be a pretty big swing in UCLA's direction. And Wilt has been quiet. I need something more from Wilt if you're a Kansas fan or a 70s Lakers fan. Magic could have stepped into that triple. Didn't want it though. 10 seconds shot clock. Over to Worthy. That's a tough triple. And he hits it. That was a tough, contested triple, and James Worthy drills it there up 6. Jerry West is going to come out for Kansas, and UCLA so far is saying we're letting our big dogs play. We are not going to sub these guys out. We'll see if they do in the second half, but first half so far, they are just letting their big guys play, which I obviously do not hate. I don't mind just letting the boys rock. Okay, Worthy playing in the corner. Ooh, that's a nice pass. They're calling that a charge. Oh, all of a sudden, everything is going UCLA's way. That was a great pass. Wilt finally gets some open court around the lane, but they call that a foul. 6-point lead, UCLA ball, 1 minute left in the half. Inside to Kareem, one-on-one with Wilt, passes out of it. Oh, Worthy didn't quite just collect that, or he probably would have had another open three. Blair's, and that's a mid-range. All of a sudden, I would just said it. This is going to be close all the way to the end, and UCLA jumps out to an 8-point lead. Kansas desperately needs something right here. Nothing. 20-second shot clock here. That's a long 2 for Elgin. No, and Kareem. They're calling that a goaltend. They said Kareem got it while it was still in the cylinder. That is huge. Absolutely huge. For Kansas, they needed some type of break and they got it there. UCLA's up 6 here. Magic up top, kind of cut off. That almost looked like a double dribble. Magic definitely has no dribble now. Back to Magic here. 7-6. Magic gonna step into a triple. Nope. And they get a rebound. 2. Nope. Kareem. Reverse. Oh, and that's the clock. Wow. UCLA had a couple of chances under the hoop, and Kansas gets out of there down 6. If you're a Jayhawks fan, you will take it. If they make that, you don't get the goaltend, you're down 10. So that 4-point swing at the end of the half was massive. And, Kansas still has a shot. They just got to get a little bit better offensively here. I need to see more from Wilt. Kareem is outplaying Wilt. That's been the biggest difference so far to me. Oh, drop it inside. What an offensive 3 seconds on Elgin. So both teams have had an offensive 3 seconds so far. Okay, here's Magic. Jerry back in guarding him. Here's Worthy on the wing here. Worthy for 3. Nope, but Kareem. Oh, Wilt with a crazy block and then gets the rebound. Okay, I was about to say Kareem is just bullying Wilt, but Wilt makes him pay. And now here, Elgin, wide open triple. Elgin's got 10 and they cut the lead to 3. So huge swing there. Kansas is right back in this one. 6 minutes left. That's a hard screen. Jerry West goes down. Magic gets in the paint. Reverse lay high off the glass with some English. I love it. Magic Johnson. Oh, that was pretty. Here's Elgin for a triple again. Oh, if Elgin would have hit that. Okay, Magic out and running. Drops it inside. No, that's going to be a turnover. Now Jerry West going out the other way. Is Magic going to be able to get back in there? No, and 1. Jerry West and 1 off the Magic turnover. He is not going to go down easily here. And Jerry West to cut this down to 2. Up and good. Okay, Worthy over to Magic. Magic's been a little careless with the ball sometimes. Is that a backcourt? No, they're saying it wasn't. Back up to Magic. Back to Worthy. Mid-range jumper. No. And a rebound, Jayhawks. 22-20. Here's Jerry West. Back up top. Elgin's been really good for Kansas so far. Into Wilt, who's been quiet. Back into Wilt. Nice pass. Elgin for 3. Drills it. Elgin Baylor is hot. 13 points. Absolutely firing from 3. And Kansas has a lead. And Magic turns it over. Backcourt. Oh my, UCLA looked like they maybe were just going to take this game over completely. Magic's out, Elgin's out. I would not be taking Elgin Baylor out with how he's shooting right now. But Kansas looked like they were on the ropes, and now all of a sudden they have a 1-point lead. Elgin has gotten super hot from the outside. Wilt back up to Jerry, back into Wilt. Kareem blocked him at the rim. What a matchup down low. And here UCLA out and running high off glass, and they jump out back out to a 1-point lead. I've just liked Kareem better than Wilt down low. Wilt made some plays, but Kareem has just been absolutely tough as nails down there. UCLA lead, passes into Wilt, and Kareem blocks him at the rim again. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wilt for a long 2, and Kareem gets the rebound. Kareem, 8 rebounds so far, back-to-back crazy blocks on Wilt. Kareem gets Wilt in the air. Didn't want to do anything with it, though. Passes it inside, and Wilt, no, they're calling that a foul. Kareem, if they win this will be the difference. If Kansas wins, it's going to get Elgin Baylor has been so hot from the outside. If UCLA misses the first one there, is able to win this, it is going to be because Kareem just really kind of dominated Wilt down low. Second one up, misses both, but Kareem gets the rebound, gets him in the air. Not able to get that one to drop. Wow. And then here's a Jerry West assist on the break. This game is wild. What a matchup. 25-24 lead Kansas. Okay, so Elgin's back in, Worthy and Magic back in. So all the big guys are back now, all the big guns for this home stretch. 3 minutes left, 25-24. Okay, up to Magic here. Over to the wing, that's open, long 2, and he hits it. UCLA back out now by 1. Here's Jerry West coming, pushing the pace a little bit here. 3 assists for Magic so far. That's an open triple, and Elgin has been so hot. Misses that one. Offensive board, Kansas. Kareem, another block. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And there's a freaking mid-court alley-oop pass to Worthy from Magic. This game has been electric. Jerry West trying to get up past half court on Magic. They're calling a timeout. 3-point UCLA lead with 3 minutes left. Jerry West up top, over to Elgin, who's really played well from the outside. Jerry West for 3. Oh, he doesn't get it to go. Another offensive board, Kansas, and a foul. Jerry West isn't going to get much more open than that. I would have thought he would have hit that rim out, but a big time rebound by Kansas. They hit the first. And the second rattles. Wilt Chamberlain hasn't been great today. That's his first bucket, but he gets the offensive rebound put back to tie this one up. Kansas needed that desperately. This game has been great. Belair's coming off a screen. That's a hard screen. Worthy. Magic. Inside to Kareem. Over Wilt. Kareem. Magic has 5 assists now. Kareem just over top of the outstretch. That's a little, there it is. That's a little jump hook, sky hook from Kareem over Wilt. 30-28. 8 points for Kareem. He's got like 9 rebounds, like 3 or 4 blocks. He has been absolutely crazy. Like, West is playing good. Baylor's been great, but there's a turnover. 2-point lead here, UCLA. There, 1:43 left. There's a turnover. Here's Worthy on the wing. Into Kareem. Over to Magic for 3. No, and Wilt gets the rebound. That's 4 rebounds for Wilt. Elgin. Oh, and that's a turnover. Elgin with a horrible pass. Worthy back up to Magic. You need a stop if you're Kansas. Gets him in the air. Wilt. Oh! Worthy crams on Wilt, and now UCLA back up 4 here. Oh, they got him in the air on the pump fake. Worthy takes it right to the rack. Kansas needs a score right here. They have to cut this down to 2. Elgin. Oh. Front rim dribbles in, back down 2. Now they don't have to foul. You can play straight up defense here. Magic, are they calling a timeout? Out of bounds! Magic steps out. Oh my God, this game has been absolutely bananas. Okay, here's Jerry West up top. Coming off a screen, down 2, 30 seconds left, 10-second difference, shot clock, game clock. Elgin, wide open, mid-range, and he drills it. This game, 32 seconds. Magic does a behind the back pass there. Now a timeout. Are they going to hold for the last shot, or are they going to just, play straight up? Okay, coming off a screen over to Kareem, back up top to Magic. They might hold for the last shot here and just say, screw it. We either win or we go to OT. Magic. Yep, here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6. Worthy. Boom! Oh my goodness, James Worthy rattles it home. A triple to win the national championship. We have 3 seconds left. Jerry West, quick up. There it is to tie. Oh, rims out. James Worthy with an insane triple. Rattles it home. Oh my, so Kansas has made 3 straight national championship games. They've only won 1. UCLA gets this one. That was crazy. That was a great game. Great. Magic player of the game, 7.6 assists. You could have honestly went to any of their big 3. Worthy was great, hits the game winner. Kareem dominated down low, and Magic was really good too. Honestly, you could have gave it to any of those guys. All 3, everybody played really good in this game. Like Kareem, 8 points, 9 rebounds. They said he only had 1 block. He had back-to-back blocks on Wilt on 1 possession. Worthy had 14, including a buzzer beater, basically 3 to win it. 7.6 assists for Magic. West had 8 points, 2 assists. Elgin had 17. He was 7 of 9 from the field. Wilt, if Wilt plays a little better, they'd probably win that. Honestly, he was 2 points, 4 rebounds, a block, but he was 1 of 5 from the field, where Kareem was 3 of 5. That really was the difference. But wow, what a game and what an ending. That was incredible. So there's your champs. Like I said, these guys will go up a little bit through the season, but I'm going to make sure next year nobody's above like a 90, 91 as far as your like 4th, 5th best players. Player of the year, Chadwick. Mid-major coach. Defensive player of the year, Draymond just had a great year overall. First team, MJ, Paul Pierce are our 2 real guys. First team All-Americans. Second team, Draymond is the only one. 20. Draymond was really good this year. Okay, so there we go. So that is going to end year number 3. And yeah, I'm just going to sim to next season, and we'll get into season number 4, our last one of this joint. All right, so here we are, season number 4. So it's going to be the last season of this, scenario sim. If you guys are enjoying this so far and you've made it this far, definitely leave a like on the video. If you want to see more videos like this on NBA, like college basketball in particular, definitely leave some comments down below. Okay, so here we go. Season 4, Duke comes in as the #1 team. Now, I went through all the rosters and made sure that nobody other than the big 3 for each team was above like a 90 to 91. So 90, 91 is going to be the best players other than the big 3s. Dwayne goes up to 99, LeBron 99, Bosch 97. Go to UNC. Jordan, Pippen, both 98s, Rodman 96. Kansas, Jerry West 96, Baylor 97, Wilt 97. Let's see if they can make it to 4 straight national championships. Would be crazy. They're only 1 and 2, but even just making that many would be wild. Zay, Dumars, both 98s, and then Lambier's a 96. LSU's been pretty disappointing so far, but Kobe's 98, D Fish is 96, Shaq's 97. Boston College, Sam Jones 97, Havlicek 97, Bill Russell, Larry 97, 97 or 99, sorry, 97 for McHale. Parrish is a 96. UCLA Magic 97, 96 for Worthy, 97 Kareem. Clyde 96, Barkley 97, Hakeem 96, 97 Westbrook 98, and 98 for Harden and Durant. Yukon, Ray 98, oh wow, all 3 of those guys 98. Stanford, Curry, Clay 97, Dre 95. OU, Paul 96, Griffin 95, DeAndre 94. Stockton 96, Hornacek 96, Malone 97. That's 14. And then Wake Forest comes in at 16. Parker 95, Ginobili 95, Duncan 96. So that is where everyone is sitting. I mean, everyone's going to be in the mix. They're the top 14 seeds are all our teams, and USC's there, and then our team's number 16 with Wake Forest. So all the teams look like they have a pretty good shot this year. We are going to sim till middle of January. Then we'll look at all the stats and stuff. Okay, middle of January, here we go. So let's look at the polls. So Duke 18-0, Maryland, not one of our teams, but really good record. 13-0, Houston 17-2, 17-2. Wake, Yukon, OU, LSU. Okay, so they look like they're having a bit better year than last year. UNC, Boston College. So yeah, looks like most of the teams are playing pretty well right now. So Kobe having his best year right now, all the way up to 23.9 per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Draymond up to 23. So Draymond is just been killing it. One thing, guys, last year's stats for the 09 season, that was season number 3, are going to actually look different when I go in than what you guys would have seen last year, because as soon as I was simming basically in the off season, in between season 3 and 4, the game froze and it didn't auto save, so I had to go back and I had to resim season number 3. So it actually happened slightly different than what you guys watched, but it didn't change anything. We're just going to hop back onto season 4. Just the stats from last year are going to look a little different, but you know, nobody left and nothing changed that way. So Kobe and Draymond, Kareem 21.5. He doesn't get a ton of rebounds for whatever reason, but really scoring. Paul Pierce at 20, KG at 20, Tony Parker, Rodman 19.9. So Rodman is still like leading that team a lot in scoring. If we go assists, Tony Parker at 6.3. So Parker is 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. So Tony's killing it. CP3 16.5 points, 4 rebounds, 6.3. Magic up to 6.3 as well. So all 3 of those guys playing really good. 5.9 for Stockton. Westbrook 5.8. If we go to rebounds, Garnett 8.7, Rodman 8.4, McHale 8. There we go. Steals, Isaiah 2.3, Scotty 2.2, Dwayne Wade 2.2. Wade's getting 17 a game. Scotty's 15.8. Ginobili 19.9. If we go to blocks, Garnett 2.5. Wilt 2.4, Dre 2.2, and then Larry's 2.2. So that is where everyone is kind of sitting right now. Stat wise, let's keep simming here and we'll go to the tournament. Okay, here we go. Got Selection Sunday show right here. Duke, UCLA, Houston, Kansas look like they have a good shot. Any of our teams on the brink? I don't think so. So Duke number 1 seed, UCLA, Florida, Houston. So Florida actually isn't one of our teams. So I think almost every year we have the top 4, but not this year. Okay, so Duke, Texas, Stanford, 3 of our teams in the top 3 there. On the east, south, UCLA, Yukon, Minnesota. So 3 there. Midwest, Oklahoma and LSU are the only 2 in the top 4. Then west, Houston, Kansas, and Indiana. So 3 in all the regions and then 2 in the Midwest. ACC leading the way, Big 12, Pac-10, Big East, SEC. Who is on the brink. Okay, let's check out the tournament tree. So we got Duke, Clemson, Boston College, Ohio State, UNC. Okay, so we could get UNC Stanford game 2. So that would be Michael Jordan's Bulls against the Golden State Warriors, Big 3. Texas there, Houston, Indiana, and Kansas there. We'll go back after and see if all 15 of our teams made it again. Then UCLA there, Utah, Minnesota right there, Yukon, Wake Forest. Okay, so we could get LSU Wake Forest again round 2. So that would be Tim Duncan Spurs versus Shaq Kobe Lakers. Oh, my Albany team made it. And then we got Oklahoma here. Did we have Indiana? Maybe they're on the other side. Okay, we'll count through here. See if we have all 15. So we got Duke 1, Boston College 2, UNC 3, Stanford 4, Texas 5, Houston 6, Indiana 7, Kansas 8. I think everybody made it actually. UCLA 9, Utah 10, Minnesota 11, Yukon 12, Wake 13, LSU 14, Oklahoma 15. So every team made it once again. Okay, well, we'll sim through the first round. No matchups here. See if we have any upsets. So Duke advances. Dwayne had 13. LeBron had 28 and 4. Bosch had 17 and 4. Boston College advances. Sam Jones had 25. Havlicek had 30. Bill Russell had 6. UNC advances. Jordan had 11. Rodman had 20. Pippen had 9 and 3. Stanford advances. Curry and Clay had 13 and 12. Draymond had 25 and 9. So we are going to get Jordan versus the, Clay Curry Warriors in the next round. We got Texas advancing. Wow. Harden had 41. Westbrook had 25, 6 and 7, and KD had 16. So that big three. I'd like to see them. Houston, they advance. Clyde had 17. Barkley had 15 and 10. Hakeem had 11. Indiana advances. Zay had 27. Dumars had 8. And Lambier had 10. And Kansas advances. Jerry West had 14. Elgin Baylor had 30 and 15 rebounds as a shooting guard. Wilt had 17 and 6. Kansas staying alive. UCLA advances. Magic 17 and 7, defending national champs. James Worthy had 27, 8 and 4. Kareem had 31 and 6. Utah advances. Stockton 17, Hornacek 17, Karl Malone 35 and 7. Minnesota advances. Bird only had 3 points, 1 of 9. McHale had 16. Parrish had 29. Yukon goes out in round 1. A 2 to a 15. Wow. Ray had 10. Pierce had 16. Garnett had 9. So they are done. Crazy. Wake Forest advances. Tony had 25, 6 and 9. Ginobili had 21. Tim had 20 and 4. LSU advances. Fisher had 10. Kobe had 19. Shaq had 18 and 7. Oklahoma, they advance. Paul had 15. Blake and Jordan. You know what? I think we might watch. That's a pretty good matchup. Let's watch this one. We'll watch Wake Forest LSU right here. Shaq, Kobe, Lakers versus the Spurs. 100, 100, 98, 98, 97, 100, 100, 100. So I'd say LSU looks a little better on paper, but we'll see. Kobe's 24, D-Fish, and then Shaq's 34. I actually probably should have made Kobe 8. This would have been more Afro Kobe, but made him 24 when I made him. Shaq wins the tip. Here's Shaq. Pass over D-Fish. Lefty from the elbow. Gets it to drop. Shaq with the apple. Okay, here's Tony Parker. Here's Big Tim Duncan, number 21. Over to the wing. Manu should be number 4 there. Here's Tim Duncan. Over to Parker. Tries to go elbow himself like D-Fish. He misses that one. Here's Fisher. Fisher up top. Over to the wing. Missed that jumper. Not able to get it to go. Oh, that was almost a turnover. Oh, you got a mismatch here. Duncan, little post fade. Tim Duncan, that was beautiful. Had a mismatch. He had Fisher posted up in the high post. Just hit him with the fadeaway. Wake's running up. There's a triple. No, Wake's running a bit of a zone here. And they're settling for some wing jump shots there that aren't even super open. Okay, here's Parker. Over to the wing. Back over to Parker. Haven't seen anything from Ginobili yet. Inside to Tim, gets him up in the air. Tim Duncan, back-to-back buckets, a little pump fake in the lane, then just goes high off the glass. Here's Shaq shooting a 3. Oh God, hate that. Oh my goodness, but a putback from Beacham. Shaq, I don't know why he's shooting 3s there, but and there's Tim Duncan high off glass again, and he gets fouled. So Tim Duncan putting in work down low on the block. This is going to be 6 straight points for Duncan if he hits this free throw. Next one is up. Actually misses that free throw, but they get oh, that's a goaltend, or are they calling that a foul? Goaltend on Shaq. So Duncan misses the free throw, but I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Spurs here for sure. Okay. D-Fish, you got to do something. I want to see Kobe or Shaq. Shaq, get down low. Get in the paint, big man. Okay, here's Kobe going to the lane. Gets blocked. Kobe gets blocked. Going to the lane. Here's Manu Ginobili on the break. Just goes high off the window. And the Spurs are looking really good here so far. Still running this zone. Fisher trying to get in the lane. Over. Gets Duncan in the air, but you're just going in amongst the trees there. Here's Kobe for three. Kobe drills it. They do call that a 3 as well. So cuts the lead to 2. That's a big shot for Kobe Bean Bryant. Over Tony Parker steps into a triple and drills it himself. So Tony Parker right back at Kobe with the 3 ball. Here's Kobe going back to back and drills it. So Kobe back to back 3s. Let's see if Parker tries to answer. Tony up top working. Over to the wing. He's got Ginobili coming to the corner here. No, doesn't want it. Here's Parker, elbow, directing traffic. Got Ginobili. Nice pass to Ginobili in the lane, and he's going to get fouled by Shaq. So Parker with a nice little pass into Ginobili in the lane. So Shaq and Kobe both out, and then Parker and Duncan both out. So the team's really going to the benches here. So Manu and Fisher are 2 real guys still out there now. Manu misses that one. Coming up the floor. Still running this zone for Wake Forest. You got Fisher. Fisher open triple. Bang! That's 3 threes here for the Lake Show. Shaq, Kobe, Lakers, LSU Tigers. 3 threes in a row. Okay, you got Ginobili in the corner if you want. They're going to go high post, gets him in the air, then swing baseline jumper, miss. D-Fish gets the rebound. 3 minutes left in the half here. Still going zone for Wake Forest. And so they're giving him open 3s, missing him. That guy has not been hitting them, but Fisher and Kobe have been good from 3. See if they try to go to Ginobili. He should be their main scoring option right now. Oh, guys, wide open underneath. Bricks the layup, though. 13 all still. Dribbling up top. No, hard screen. Hits the deck. Not able to take advantage. Oh, another open 3. Missed that one. So Wake Forest is just saying to LSU, you can shoot as many of these 3s as you want. There's a nice entry pass, kind of on a half fast break, pulled up, spin move, drops it into the lane. Really nice pass. That's 15-13 now, Wake Forest. And yeah, I mean, LSU shooting a ton of 3s. Like they're just leaving them wide open on the wings. So they're daring them to shoot these shots into the lane. And here's another 3 and LSU hits it. So they're leaving them open for 3s, and LSU is not scared to shoot it. Rickard's 1 of 4, but he's putting them up. And you're staying in here without Shaq or Kobe on the floor. There's a mid-range jumper for Wake Forest, and they drill it. Ginobili's out, Fisher's out. It looks like Kobe's back in. I missed if Duncan. They show that for like 2 seconds. It's hard to even get a bearing on them. Yeah, Shaq's definitely in. Right there. He's taking a long jumper. Shaq, go get down low, big dog. And yeah, Tony Parker's back in. It looks like Tim Duncan's back in as well. Okay, swing. Here's a long 2. Miss it. Shaq gets the board. Quick up ahead. Bounce pass. That's a turnover by Kobe. Up to Tony Parker. He's got somebody on the wing. No, he's going to kick it back out. Inside, and Tim Duncan. They are having a hard time handling Duncan down low. Shaq has been non-existent, not getting in the paint, not making them pay down low, and Duncan is doing the complete opposite. Here's Kobe on the wing, kicks for a 3. Nope. Oh, there it is, Shaq. Shaq should go up for that, but that's a huge offensive rebound. They needed that extra possession. Got 2 here. No, they're going to go to the other side. Open 3, and Wake is just letting them shoot these 3 balls. Okay, Tony, 3 seconds, 2. Got to put it up. 1. Oh, back rims it. So 19 all. Wake Forest, I've really liked how their offenses look. They're getting it down low, getting it to the paint, but they're just leaving LSU open. LSU's hit 5 threes. That is the difference, where everything for Wake Forest is in the paint. So is it going to be the Wake Forest in the paint, or is it going to be the outside shooting of LSU that gets it done here? Over to Tim. Inside. Nice moving around. Manu for 3. Bricks it. Shaq putting it up pretty quick here. Kobe coming around a screen. Mid-range jumper. Kobe drills it in your eye. That's 8 for Kobe. 75%. They should let Kobe shoot some more shots here. 3 assists for Fisher. Ooh, that's a nice little cross. Parker trying to get in the lane, have to kick it back out. Back into Tony. Shaq, late rotation. Parker's able to go high off the glass to tie it up. Both teams have looked good on offense. Wake is just sticking with this zone. They are going to leave jump shooters, and you need Shaq to do something down low. There's the 3. Boom! Oh my goodness. LSU is just launching. That is their 6th three-pointer, and they are just letting it fly from deep. Like no worry, no care. They have the green light against this zone. Duncan off the screen. That's a long 2. Yeah, that wasn't a great shot. Fisher, big rebound up to Kobe. Can he get in the lane here? Trying to spin. Little entry pass. Jump hook, and LSU up 5 now. Rickards got 8. Okay, so Wake needs to answer here all of a sudden. The Spurs. Oh, misses the entry pass. Wow. Turnover up to Rickard. Here's Shaq. Get it to Shaq here. Yeah, Shaq, go to work. Back that guy down, swing. Okay, Fisher. Bang! Wow, Fisher has 8, and all of a sudden, LSU up 7. Shaq gets doubled in the block, passes it out to Fisher, who just drills the three-pointer. I would be trying to go down to dunk. Oh, that's a really nice pass. High off glass, miss, put back block. Wow, that was a nasty block. Sent that into the stands almost, but Shaq saves it, but that's a turnover. LSU up 7 here. Oh, that's another turnover. Going back out the other way. Over to Kobe, trying to get in the lane. Going at Tony Parker. Has the height advantage. Goes highs off the glass. But Kobe has 10, and all of a sudden LSU is up 10 here in the second half. Yeah, Wake scored 2 points so far, and LSU's... Oh, there's another turnover, and they are out and running. LSU drops it into Kobe. Gets... Tim, wow, and 1. Gets Tim Duncan in the air. Kobe gets fouled, and 1 going to the line. Kobe's going for his 13th point right here. Rattles it home, and I mean, unless Wake Forest does something right here, right now, this one is going to be over. Ginobili over to Parker. There's a 3. They need this one to drop. Misses it. Oh my goodness, what happened here in the second half? LSU, Shaq, Kobe, Lakers have just went on an absolute tear. Without Shaq, I don't know if Shaq has a bucket even. And they're, wow, posterized Duncan in the paint. Wow, this LSU team looks like a team on a mission. Jumps out to a 15-point lead. We'll watch one more possession here for Wake. I mean, maybe if they hit a 3, you got a maybe shot, but you're down 15 with 3 minutes left all of a sudden. This was just an avalanche in the second half for LSU. I don't know what LSU's doing on defense there, but here it is. Tony Parker up top. Tim Duncan was super good early and has been very quiet. Misses that jumper. Out and running. Fisher going right high off the glass. This has been crazy. Absolutely crazy. We are going to sim now. We're just going to sim to the end of this. Wow, that was just a beatdown in the second half. 49-30 final. I mean, I didn't think anyone really played bad. They just I don't know, couldn't do enough. Where Fisher had 10, Kobe had 15, 6 of 8 from the field. Oh, Shaq had 0 points, only took 2 shots, but they didn't really need them. They were just doing everything on the outside, drilling threes. They hit 2, 4, 6 threes, 7 threes, 8 threes. So yeah, they were 8 of 16 from 3-point range, and that was just too much for Wake Forest to handle. Okay, we're gonna sim through the rest of the second round here. So Duke goes down. Duke goes down to Clemson. So Wade, LeBron, and Bosch are donezo. LeBron 0 for 7 from the field. Boston College advances. So Sam Jones, Havlicek. There's their stat line. Michael Jordan goes down 20 points. Scotty Rodman was 10 of 10. It was Draymond, 26-7, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Wow. So MJ goes down. UNC didn't even make like a Final Four or Elite 8 or anything with their threesome. Texas advances. Westbrook, Harden both had big days. Durant was kind of quiet, but they didn't really need him today. Houston, do they beat Rhode Island? They do. Drexler 22, Barkley 12, Hakeem 32-6. Indiana advances, Isaiah 12, Dumars 21, 10 and 6, and then Bill Lambier 14 and 4. Georgetown, Michigan State, Kansas wins, so Kansas just keeping it going. So yeah, Kansas, Michigan State, Houston, Indiana. So that's Houston with Hakeem against the bad boy Pistons. Stanford Tech. Ooh, that's a cool matchup. I think we got to keep it going though. So that's OKC. Big Three versus the Splash Brothers Big Three. And then Boston College there. On this side of the bracket, UCLA advances. Magic 17, Worthy 13, Cream 19 and 12. 4 blocks. Utah goes down to USC. Wow, they got kind of spanked. Stockton had 19. Malone had 24. Hornacek was very quiet. Minnesota beats Arizona. Bird 22, McHale 15. Parrish 12. Wow, this was a 10 versus 15. Crazy. Florida advances. We saw that game. LSU. Maryland, Kansas State. Oklahoma advances. So Paul, this Bulkman just scores for whenever I look inside. And there we go. So we got Maryland, Oklahoma. We got Florida, LSU. We got Minnesota. So we have none of our teams matched up on this side. Crazy. Okay, we're going to sim through this round. Clemson knocks off Boston College. So our teams are going down here. That's the final stat line there. Stanford, Texas. Stanford advances. So Curry had 20 and 5. Clay had 25. Draymond 16, 9 and 4. Durant 25. Westbrook had a bit of a stinker. Harden was decent. Durant was good. This is a close game. They go down. Indiana beats Houston. So Clyde, Hakeem, those boys are done. They had a big scoring night off the bench for them. Isaiah was decent. Dumars was pretty good. Wow, okay, so Kansas finally goes down. So first time they're not going to make the Final Four or Natty, like, wow. So Michigan State, so we got Indiana, Michigan State, Clemson, Stanford. So not really matching up on that side of the bracket. Then we got to sim through this one. So UCLA beats USC, so Magic and Worthy and Kareem stay alive. Minnesota advances. Wow, so we got Larry Bird's 80s Celtics versus the 80s Lake Show. LSU got their shit pumped here. Shaq had 12, Kobe 11. Whooped by Florida. Maryland beat Oklahoma. Wow, so we're gonna max have one group in the Final Four here, and maybe we'll have 2 here. Wow, okay, so our teams are just going down. We're gonna advance through this round. Stanford wins, so one of our teams advances. Curry and Clay both had nice days. Draymond was pretty good. Here, Michigan State beats Indiana, and Florida advanced there, which didn't really matter. So it's up to UCLA, Minnesota. So Minnesota, Larry Bird wins this one 29 and 4, McHale 16, Magic 15, 12, 5 and 6 for Worthy, Cream had 26 and 9. So we have Minnesota and Stanford, our only team. So our best bet will be, like, what we really got to hope for is we can see Curry in them versus Larry Bird, or we could see nothing, which would absolutely suck. So let's see. Like, we could have none of our teams in the finals. Michigan, shut the hell up. Wow. What a way to end the video. I'm not watching that game. We don't even have any of our guys in it. So we got Clay 23 and 5, Steph 10, Draymond 18, 7, 6, 6 blocks. Draymond was incredible, and they go down. And then on this side, they got kind of pumped, honestly. Bird had 16, 7, and 5. McHale had 10 and 8, and Parrish had 21 and 7. So all the guys played pretty good, but wow, none of our teams make the finals. Last year, the whole Final Four was all our guys. Crazy. So Florida wins it. That is too bad. That's a bit of a shitty way to end the sim, but I think it was still interesting. This is something I could do again, add some more wrinkles. Once again, guys, let me know. I mean, we're still going to go over the final stats. So here's the player of the year, mid-major, coach, defensive player of the year. KG wins defensive player of the year, 1.2 steals, 2.4 blocks. First team, Kobe makes first team All-American, 21-4-3. Has a good year. He's the only first teamer, damn. And then Paul Pierce makes second, only second teamer. These teams were just, they had a lot of good players, so they didn't put up the craziest stats. Okay, there we go. So we can just kind of look at some of these final stats right here, go through these guys. So let me know down below, guys, who do you think was the best threesome? I think it's pretty hard to not say Kansas won. They made the national championship 3 years in a row. They won one. I think it's pretty hard to say anybody but them had the best run overall. BC, this was their final. Bill Russell didn't really do much over the whole sim. Duke, Dwayne Wade, 16, Bosch, LeBron. I mean, they just didn't play him much, like 22 a game. UNC, MJ, so here was his final, 19. He scored 22 last year, was his best year. Rodman was just really good over the whole sim, kind of just doing it all. Scotty kind of just was decent throughout. Big East, Yukon, they went down early. They had a really good year, this team this year. I thought they had a chance. Pierce, Garnett, and Allen. Pierce had a great year, but they don't get it done. Big Ten, Indiana, Zuzak. This guy was just like their best scorer, which was just weird. Isaiah Dumars, Blambier just didn't score. Didn't really rebound. Was only playing 14 minutes a night. I don't really get why. He was a 98 overall. You wouldn't want to play him more. Minnesota, Larry Bird at 18. Parrish, McHale, that was kind of their numbers. Big 12, Kansas, 19, 16, and Wilt, 10.8. Once again, they didn't play Wilt a ton of minutes ever. West was probably their best player throughout the sim. But Baylor was really good, honestly, too. This year, he was great, actually. 19, 6, and 5. What was his shooting splits? 47 and then 35 from 3. He was 45 from 3 last year. Oklahoma surprised me a ton getting that first national championship the first year. Wow, Blake, that's one thing you'll notice too, guys. Like sometimes I've gotten comments on this, like, why'd you make this guy this height? Guys will grow in this game. Like, I did not make Blake Griffin 6'11". I made him like 6'8". 6'9". So guys will actually grow. Certain guys, it won't be everybody will grow. And it kind of makes sense they start at 18, but yeah, so that's one thing to keep in mind if you're ever watching one of these NBA or college basketball ones and you're like, why did he make that guy that height? Wow, I didn't. They just grew. Karl Malone, John Stockton, Hornacek, you know, all pretty good. I mean, Hornacek was one of the weaker players in the whole sim as far as just like actually like level of player. Kareem had a nice year this year. Really good scorer on the block. Didn't really get the big rebounds, which is kind of surprising. I might just not have made his rebounding high enough. Worthy, 16. Magic, pretty consistent, around 15 points, 5 assists. You know, just doing work for UCLA. Stanford almost made the national championship this year. Draymond, his last 3 years, he was like one of the best players in the sim, bar none. Steph down to 14 points per game this year. Crazy. Southeastern, LSU, 21 for Kobe. Shaq, 15. D-Fish, 13. So that is going to be it, guys. That is our 4-year sim of the big threes. Once again, I think Kansas probably had the best one. But if you have other ideas or if you guys enjoy these kind of college basketball videos and you want me to do more, definitely leave a comment down below. So that is going to be it. If you guys did enjoy this and you want to see more college basketball stuff by me, I actually have a series where I reset college basketball all the way to 2002 and re-simulated history with real recruiting classes. Got to see where all the guys signed: LeBron, Bosch, you know, Carmelo, all the way up to like Giannis. I included Euros, so Jokic and Doncic were all in the sim as well. So if you guys want to check that out, I will link it right here. And that is it. I am out.